all the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Jays basketball is on the air. Tonight, or this afternoon rather, in this matinee matchup, it is the final regular season home game for the Lady Jays as they take on undefeated and ranked 4th in the state, Remsen St. Mary's. The Jays last night had an exciting finish in a 40 to 38 finish versus 40 to 37 finish versus South O'Brien as Larissa Poland hit a buzzer beater from the top of the key for 3 to win the basketball game. We'll be back with more pregame and pregame festivities. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers You Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's You Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling here with you on the call. Drew Bickford to join us shortly. And tonight it is a gold out in honor of Sherry Jo Whitcup. Sherry Jo, of course, she is in the beginning of her fight with cancer. And so childhood cancer is gold in color. And so fans were encouraged to wear gold. Still plenty of room here tonight. Or today, rather. It is a foggy day here in northwest Iowa, and it is also Mission Honduras tailgate. So if you're in the area, still thinking about coming, make sure you check that out, as there's plenty of food, bars, and taverns, mac and cheese, and chips. So make sure you check that out. Halftime or between game interview will be with Kristen Kuntz, and she will talk to us about this year's Friends of Gehlen Catholic Ball.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym here at Gehlen Catholic for this afternoon's boy-girl varsity doubleheader. Let's extend a special welcome to our guests, the Hawks from Remsen St. Mary's. Gehlen Catholic schools encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game tonight. By practicing good sportsmanship, you will help make this afternoon's game one to remember. Let's give a hand for our officials, John Malloy, Mark Beltman, and Kevin Ecoff. Now let's welcome the coaches. The Hawks are coached by Scott Willman, assisted by Joe Luch and Melissa Jensen. The Jays are coached by Brandon Schecker, assisted by Brian Kolbeck. And now here are the starters for the Hawks, a senior, number 10, Carmody Ricky. For the Jays, a junior, number 3, Rizea Sitzman. For the Hawks, a freshman, number 11, Hallie Bunkers. For the Jays, a senior, number 10, Haley Poland. For the Hawks, a senior, number 14, Claire Schrader. For the Jays, a senior, number 32, Larissa Poland. For the Hawks, a senior, number 21, Whitney Jensen. For the Jays, a junior, number 42, Sammy Zubrod. For the Hawks, a senior, number 24, Hallie Gallus. And for the Jays, a senior, number 50, Nevaeh Hudson. Please stand and remove your hats as Maggie Roeder sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Marcus Lumber's showroom offers you an experience like no other. So when you're thinking of replacing your windows, Marcus Lumber is sure to help add clarity for the decision best fit for your home. Featuring Thermotech premium windows, they will show you quality, energy-efficient options. Made in the upper Midwest, Thermotech knows a thing or two about the temperature extremes that we face. So expect more energy savings, more beauty, and more comfort with Marcus Lumber and Thermotech windows.
I don't know what they drew up, but it wasn't that, but it worked out.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling now joined by Drew Bickford. And Drew, the Jays had one heck of a finish last night.
They got to win. Banking shot 3 to win the game. Let's see if they relax a little bit now. They got the win, got the monkey off their back after having quite a few losses in a row.
Play a little bit looser than they have.
Let's see how they look today.
Hodgson in the center circle with Claire Schrader and Kevin. Not Ecoff in the center circle, but the opening tip is controlled by Remsen St. Mary's. Top of the key is Ricky. Ricky passes right. Back to the top of the key to Ricky. Ricky moved it left. Back to Schrader. Ricky spins just left side of the paint, drives left side, puts it up and in for Claire Schrader. Opening 2 points of the ball game go to Remsen St. Mary's. Remsen showing the full court press. Larissa Poland ahead to Haley Poland. Haley gets it up over the timeline ahead to Hodgson. Hodgson stops, tries to feed it down low to Sitzman. It's off of Sitzman, out of bounds, will be St. Mary's basketball.
The Hawks are always such a tough lineup because to guard because all 5 starters average double digits, and none of them average over 14. So 10 to 14, all 5 starters.
Ricky passes right to Bunkers. Bunkers dribbles, steps back, picks up the dribble. Ricky behind the line, 3 off the front iron, no good. Larissa Poland with the rebound here on the gold out day in the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Ahead to Hodgson, bounce pass to Haley Poland. Haley drives right side of the paint, met by Schrader. She gets her own rebound. It's going to be off of Ricky, out of bounds to the Jays. There was a bit of an opening there, Drew. I thought she could have probably bounced it to Zubrod for an easy layup.
That trap closed pretty quick. So, yeah, if she could have stepped through and got that bounce pass there, it was open.
Sitzman, the inbounder, looking, gets it up to Larissa Poland. Larissa trying to get it down to Zubrod. Instead, drives right side of the paint, gets it out to Zubrod. Almost a double dribble on that. Larissa Poland stops. Sitzman, shot fake, drives, puts up a shot high off the backboard. No good. Rebound fought for and picked up by Haley Gallus. Gallus ahead and even further ahead to Ricky. Ricky tries to get it down to Schrader. Does. Right side of the paint. Puts it up and is fouled.
Jay's got to be careful on defense. It's that's 2 times in a row we kind of didn't close out under control and went for a steal and got on the wrong side. Got to stay in good position against the Hawks.
Zubrod picks up her first, team's first, and sends Schrader to the line to shoot 2. Schrader puts up the first and knocks it down. Drew, how was that tailgate meal down there?
It was good. A tavern, mac and cheese, and
Mom
chips,
cooked up a good meal?
Well, I don't think she cooked, but the Scotcheroos were excellent too.
We got a lane violation, and Schrader knocks it down anyway. So it's 4-0 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Larissa Poland bounce pass ahead to Haley. Haley gets it over the timeline, across back to Larissa. Larissa holds on to it and brings it up the court. Bounce pass to Haley. Haley, handoff, Sitzman. Sitzman spinning. Free throw line, passes left. Haley Poland puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Claire Schrader. Schrader to Ricky, ahead to Jensen. Back out to Ricky, shot fake, drive, Euro step, puts it up and in. Carmody Ricky with her first 2 points of the ball game, and it's a quick 6-0 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Poland gets it near the timeline to Hodgson, to Sitzman. Between the legs dribble, backing up to Larissa Poland, top of the key, pass to Hodgson for 3, who knocks it down. Jays get on the board and cut the lead in half. It's 6-3 in favor of St. Mary's. Hallie Bunkers kicks right, further right to Ricky in the corner. Ricky gets a nice cutter. Haley Gallus, and is fouled by Hodgson. Hodgson with her first, team second. Count the basket there for Hallie Gallus.
Hawks do such a great job of passing around the perimeter. And probably the most important thing, nobody looks to dribble drive until they have to. They look to pass to cutters. And if the defense gets up or leaves their feet, then they go. But very patient.
Larissa Poland just right at the top of the key, dribbles left, stops, bounce pass. Hodgson intercepted that one that I think was intended for Haley Poland. Tries to get it down low to Zubrod. A little too hot to handle. It's out of bounds.
Did you eat the meal downstairs today?
I did not eat the meal. I did not have enough cash to go down and eat the meal. Free will offering, but you feel guilty just taking food, so I ate before I came. Ricky brings it up over the timeline. Drive, put it up, floater in from Whitney Jensen. 11-3 the score now. Larissa pass into Haley, back to Larissa, who brings it up over the timeline. The Hawks back off the Jays, not showing the full court press this time down the floor. Larissa dribbles right toward the baseline, stops, spins, swatted at, double team now. Gets it out to Zubrod. Zubrod able to get a handle on it. Hands it off to Sitzman, and Sitzman's going to be fouled, I believe, by Ricky out beyond the 3-point line.
Jay's got bailed out there. Dribbling right into that corner, and not hard to guard when 2 people are stuck in that corner.
Drew, have you bought any chocolate yet?
No.
World's Finest Chocolate
Not
fundraiser is in effect. It's all pre-order this year, just like last year. All the students are selling it this year, so make sure you find your favorite student. Larissa Poland with the floater. Put that one up and in. 11-5. To finish the thought there, you can, if you don't have a favorite student or you just can't pick one, you can reach out to chocolatesales@GehlenCatholic.org to order your chocolate. As Bunkers puts up the jumper, in and out, no good. Don't know how it didn't fall. Rebound was put back up by Tessa Tettinger. Sitzman will bring it up over the timeline for the Jays. It's a bit of a 4-on-2. Rest of the Jays come up, and we're going to have a jump ball. I think for a second the baseline official was going to call a reach, but the sideline official called the jump. It'll remain Jays basketball.
Isaiah, every time she touches the ball, you see extra help waiting. They know which direction she wants to go, and the minute she goes to drive, there's help.
Errant pass in, able to be reined in by Gehlen. 3-point attempt. Larissa Poland! Larissa has found the shot again that she had from last night. She now has 5. It's 11-8 in favor of the Jays, or in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. I'm sorry. Right side of the paint, kicked out. Now left, Schrader. Handoff out to Jensen. Long 2, no good. Rebound, Sitzman. That shot was by Tettinger. Sitzman. Top of the key, Poland. Hodgson spots up. 3, good! Nevaeh Hodgson now with 6. And the Jays have tied it up. Jensen, top of the key, passes left to Schrader. Schrader dribbles out toward the top of the key, handoff to Ricky. Ricky hands back off to Schrader. Kicks left, now down low, Tettinger. Tettinger puts it up and in. Just a little floater. 13-11, breaks the Jays' 6-0 run. Sitzman brings it up over the timeline. Appreciate everybody watching. Ag State Energy brings you tonight's scoreboard and shot clock. Schuster Trucking with the bottom line. Gehlen gets it to Sitzman. Sitzman drives toward the baseline. Bounce pass to Larissa Poland. Puts it up. No good. Did not hit the rim, but the shot clock was reset anyway. Ricky comes away with the rebound on the putback attempt. Trying to go coast to coast. Right side. Puts it up. No good. Schrader with the cleanup. Claire Schrader now with 6. 15-11. 1:51 left to go in the first. Quick moving first quarter. Sitzman over to Poland. Poland near the top of the key. Slightly dribbles right. Guarded by Ricky. Now back left. Stops at the free throw line. Bonderson off the front iron. No good. Rebounded by Ricky. 90 ticks left. Tettinger puts up the shot. No good. Rebound fought for. We're going to have a jump ball, and it will be Hawks basketball. Boys last night were down as many as 25 at one point. Lost by 11 to South O'Brien.
Solid South O'Brien squad.
They looked pretty good last night. Ball inbounded. Jensen in the middle of the paint, walked with the basketball. 1:22 left to go in the first. 15-11 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Catholic Schools Weeks this week, Drew. Did you get signed up to be Dads at Dining? I
will be there. I will be there.
Is that on Friday?
Friday, I believe.
Gehlen stolen away by Ricky. Ricky, right side of the hoop, lays it up and in. Carmody Ricky. And we have a 30-second timeout. More about Catholic Schools Week, Drew, is the family picnic is on Thursday. I imagine you're leaving Wells to come over here and hang out with the masses on Thursday.
We do. We actually kind of cheat and stay in the classroom.
We do too.
But always kind of fun. Grandmas come up and eat with us, and
there will be a special guest leading prayer in the large gym.
Didn't know about that.
I do know about that because
that's supposed to be a secret.
Oh, I can't say who it is. I can say that there's a special guest though. I know that Father Doug will be in one of the rooms, and I think we've got either Father Bruce or Father Tom coming over to do the other gym or the other cafeteria, vice versa. So it'll be good, and I think that our special guest will be sticking around through the lunch hour. So
that'll be cool.
It'll be
cool.
It's going to be a pretty good deal. Kristen Kuntz is going to join us in between games, and she's going to talk to us about Gehlen ball. That's coming up. We'll hear about all the plans that they have coming up. Of course, not everything is finalized yet. It's Poland inbounds it. Zubrod bounce pass ahead to Haley. Haley brings it up over the timeline, stops back to Zubrod. 1:03 left to go here in the first is Schmidt. Cross to Haley Poland. Haley backs up, bounce pass to Larissa. Of course, the Poland cousins. Larissa near the top of the key, bounce pass down low. Sitzman puts up a left hook, no good. Rebound, fought for, still loose. And they're going to say it was off of, I believe, Sitzman. Nope, they're going to say Sitzman with the foul. Yep.
A little shove.
That's what I thought, but he didn't. I didn't think he indicated a foul right away, so I was a little confused by that. See the cheerleaders getting ready to throw out chocolate bars here in between the first and second quarter. Is Whitney Jensen fouled, going up strong to the hoop, and I believe that's on Sitzman. That's
Isaiah with a quick two.
It's going to be quick two. Paulson is out. She suffered a bit of an injury and is waiting to get looked at this next week. So if you are looking for Paulson to be in, she will not today, as Jensen misses the first.
Last time these two teams played, a really decimated squad for the Jays. A lot of injuries the last time these two teams faced.
18-11, shot clock turned off, 30 seconds left to go here in this opening salvo. Larissa Poland ahead to Haley, just off the hands of Haley and picked up by Grace Gallus. Gallus back to Ricky. Ricky brings it up over the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Back and forth, backs up into the center circle toward the timeline. 12 seconds left, now dribbles left. Up to Jensen, and Jensen steps on the baseline with 7 seconds left. I thought that pass was a little deep.
Tough catch.
St. Mary's showing the full court press here. Poland tries a baseball pass. That one's defended well. Stolen away. Jays quickly ahead. Haley Poland not going to get the shot up in time, even if it fell. And it's 18-11 after one. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford. And of course, we couldn't do this broadcast without all of our fine local sponsors. They do such a great job for us, like 5 Star Communications, AgriVision, Ag State Energy, Floyd Valley Hospital, Holstein Manufacturing, Colbeck Inc., Marcus Lumber, Government Jobs in the City of Cherokee, Prime Bank, and Sitzman Construction. Haley Poland in the corner, dribbles toward the paint, kicks it out to Larissa. Larissa, jumper, 3, no good. Man, I was going to ask if Prime Bank was open this late, or this late on a Saturday. That would have fallen. Instead, the ball's tied up, and it will go over to the Hawks on the possession arrow.
Looks like the Jays are going some 1-2-2 pressure.
Gets it ahead. It's short of the timeline as Bunkers now brings it up and hands it to Ricky. Ricky with 7.5 left to go in the first. It's 18-11 in favor of the Hawks. Hello to Mr. Kurth watching at home. Appreciate you watching. Cheerleaders handing out some of the world's finest chocolate to the students. Some samples as Ricky puts up that three, no good. It's going to be saved by Haley Poland. Haley brings it up the middle of the court, walked with the basketball. You got to jump stop that sucker.
So this next few minutes, we'll see if the St. Mary's Hawks will be able to make their mid-range jumpers. Jay's moving to a zone, hoping to clog that paint. So St. Mary's, we'll see if they settle for some jumpers and if they can knock them down.
Gallus ahead to the corner. Schrader cross court. Now it's just playing back and forth. Nice block by Hodgson. Three by Jensen, no good. Rebound by Hodgson, and she is fouled in the paint by Hallie Bunkers. It is Hallie, right, Drew?
Haley.
One of those?
One of them's right.
Larissa Poland. I'm sure somebody's going to text one of us and tell us which one it is. That one's stolen away by Ricky. Put up the layup and in. Aggressive play by Carmody Ricky, and she now has 6. It's 20-11. Inbound to Hodgson. Ahead to Poland. Quickly ahead. Right side. Loses the ball. And saved by Hallie Bunkers. Ricky now brings it up over the timeline. It's a 9-point deficit for the Jays. Had a cutting Ricky for just a second. Instead, Bunkers now out to Ricky. Cross court to Jensen. Jensen drives into the paint, kicks it out. Schrader, Ricky, Jensen, Bunkers, three, no good. Rebound by Zubrod. Zubrod ahead to Hodgson. Hodgson will bounce pass ahead to Haley Poland across the timeline to Zubrod. Zubrod, right side of the paint, puts up the shot, and she is fouled in the act of shooting by Claire Schrader. That'll be Claire's first, team second of the second quarter.
In that first quarter, you saw the Jays did a good job of breaking St. Mary's press. They'll mix it up between man-to-man and some 1-2-2. When they go man-to-man, they're just going to out-athletic you. I mean, they're long, they're quick. The Jays early on broke the pressure really, really well. But later in the second quarter, it started to give them some troubles. Some of that's, I think, they get gassed and start to forget what their jobs are sometimes.
Father Pick in the house now as Zubrod puts up the second and knocks it down. Samantha Zubrod, she has one. It is 20-12 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Jensen over to Ricky. Ricky, stop, then put the shot up. Zubrod to Poland. Poland across to Hodgson. Hodgson will bring it up the middle of the court and over the timeline. Dribbling, now Sitzman, left side of the paint, puts it up, no good, as Carmody Ricky gets the rebound. Ahead, fought for, and we're going to have a tie-up.
Once again, I thought the baseline was going to call a foul, but...
Yeah, I don't know if this is a normal crew or not, especially with this late of a season reschedule and it being a Saturday. This might not be a normal crew that's together. This might just be 3 guys. That I don't know. Poland needs to get it in. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Schecker. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Longtime broadcaster Denny Callahan in the building with his wife, and if you've ever been to an event in the Northwest Iowa area, you will know when he's been in the building because he was around for a long time, had a lot to say.
One of the best at what he did, that's for sure.
Zubrod brings the ball ahead to Poland. Larissa Up over the timeline, bounce to Hodgson. That one's stolen away by Bunkers. Bunkers, left side of the paint, puts it up and in. Hallie Bunkers now with 2, and it is 22-12. Larissa Poland, the inbounder, and St. Mary's still with a full court press. Trying to get it in, and a 5-second call on Poland.
So St. Mary's is now denying the ball inbounds. Jays are looking a little bit tired, not making full speed cuts, running in one direction. They're not V-cutting at all. Some adjustments need to be made there.
We had a player wanting to come in. I think the officials just didn't see Grace Kellen at the scorer's table as Sitzman has a seat. This year in the War Eagle, once the 15-point mark has been reached, no more press. Did you know that, Drew?
Oh, I did not know that. For varsity?
Yep.
I did not know that. When did that start?
I believe so, this year. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Zubrod.
That must not be followed very closely.
That's the way I understood it, unless it was just for sub-varsity, as Jensen had that last bucket.
The last time these two teams played, the Hawks pressed late into the game, but it was early in the season. I think teams were still trying to play into shape a little bit.
And it's a conference rule, not a state rule.
So.
But again, that might just be for sub-varsity action. Ricky below the hoop, corner, 3, good for Whitney Jensen. Jensen now with 8. It's 27-12. As press, it's going to be off the Jays, out of bounds. And it will stay St. Mary's basketball with 4:20 left to go here in the second.
Everything that the Hawks run is so crisp. Everybody understands what their job is. Even just that screen and seal, a simple screen across, they make it look so nice.
Poland trapped in the back corner. She tried to bounce it off the foot. We're going to have a jump ball. It will be St. Mary's basketball. See a pineapple squishmallow making its way into the gym now. As St. Mary's gets ready to inbound the basketball. Corner, inbound. Slipped. That looked pretty awkward.
Glad she got up. That did not look right.
Larissa Poland to Zubrod. Zubrod bounce pass to Hodgson. Hodgson dribbles between the circles. Bounce pass. I think she thought that Zubrod was going to cut right instead of cutting left. Claire Schrader comes away with the basketball. Kicks right to Schrader. Or I'm sorry, that was Gallus. Jumper. Bunkers. No good. Rebound as we had one hit the deck. I believe that was Jensen that hit the deck there on the foul. I believe it was on the Jays. I did not catch a jersey number, Drew. Did you?
The foul was over the back, but I'm not sure who it was on. It was on the Hawks.
It must have been on the Hawks. So that'd be the third foul, and it was on Tessa Tettinger. That's going to be her first. Bella Schrader in the ballgame for the Jays. Her first time into the ballgame. Schrader ahead to Kellen. It's stolen away. Need to come away with a little more zip on that one as Schrader puts that one up and in. She now has 8. It's 29-12. Bounce pass to Zubrod. Zubrod ahead over the timeline. Stolen away by Jensen, and she is fouled by Sammy Zubrod.
In the NBA, that's a clear path foul right there. Kind of surprised the ref called it knowing that it was going to be a free 2 points, but foul's a foul, I guess, right?
I mean, it was near the point of action, right? Speaking in football terms, it's near the point of attack. So you got to call the foul, right? Bunkers with it now, drives, right side of the paint, backs it up on the baseline, looking to pass it out, gets it out to Ricky. Ricky, top of the key, Tettinger. Tettinger backs up for just a second, kicks it to Bunkers. Bunkers, and she commits the offensive foul. That's going to be Bunkers' second, team's fourth.
Haley, a good job just setting up, knowing she wanted to go right and sitting on that hand, taking it right in the chest.
Set her feet and took the charge. Grace gets it ahead to Haley Poland. Back to Grace Gehlen. Gehlen will bring it up over the timeline. Trapped near the boundary. She stepped on the sideline. Turned the ball over with 2:48 left to go in the second. It's 29-12 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Haley Poland will check into the ball game for the first time today.
As the Jays have gotten tired, you've seen them. They come into this right corner quite a bit again. And when they're in that 1-2-2, they are looking to get for you to be in that corner and got to stay out of the corner.
Ricky to Tettinger. We're going to have a jump ball. It will be Jays basketball off the simultaneous possession. Bounce pass to Zubrod. Zubrod to Lubin. Zubrod back in the middle of the court. Sitzman drives left side of the paint, puts up the Euro step, no good. Bella, that one's stolen away from Bella Schrader by Grace Gallus. Ahead to Bunkers, and she carried the basketball.
Isaiah averaged 16 points per game, yet to score this game. I know at Remsen she put up 17, 18 points somewhere in there. It'll be interesting to see if she can get going. It's St. Mary's have obviously made it an emphasis to slow her down.
Haley Poland, I believe, called for the basketball. Lubin gave it to her, and instead she set a screen. It was picked up, that errant pass picked up by Remsen St. Mary's. Ricky gets it down to Tettinger. Down low, Bunkers, stolen away. Zubrod comes away with it. Lubin brings it up the court for the Jays to Sitzman. Sitzman beelines toward the rim and is fouled in the act of shooting.
Isaiah's lucky there. That was kind of a bang-bang. Could have gone either way if that had been a charge. It would have been a third. So
Tettinger picks up her second, and it's the team's fifth. Either way, it's a shooting foul. To the line, Sitzman goes to shoot two. Sitzman puts up the first, knocks it down. First points of the ball game, and it breaks the Jays out of a scoring slump. Sitzman gets ready for the second, puts it up off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Schrader. Quickly ahead, Ricky in the paint, kicks it left. Now cross court to Bunkers. Bunkers, Jensen, top of the key to Ricky. Ricky dribbles, pass it in the corner to Jensen. Back out to Ricky, down low. Gallus kicked out. Schrader, and she is, she walked with the basketball. I thought there was a little bit of contact. I thought there was some contact.
Must have just slid that foot before the contact.
1:22 left to go in the second. 29-13 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's as Sitzman gets the inbound pass. Stops, passes right to Haley Poland. She puts up the three, no good. Rebound, fought for, picked up by Bunkers. Ricky now with it, bringing it up over the timeline with a right hand. Hand off to Jensen. Jensen hands it off to Bunkers. Bunkers to Ricky. To Bunkers. Now Jensen near the top of the key. Bounce pass right to Ricky. 57 seconds left in this quarter. Drive, right side of the paint. Bunkers no good. Hodgson ahead to Sitzman. Sitzman with a trailer coming up from behind. Floats it up, no good. Rebound by Schrader. Down low. Shot errant, no good. Sitzman with a rebound, and the shot clock is turned off for this final possession, possible final possession. Sitzman slowly up over the timeline to Lubin. Lubin puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jensen. 17 seconds left as Jensen brings it up and hands it over to Ricky. Ricky will direct traffic and call out the offense. Dribbles left, guarded by Lubin. Hand off to Bunkers. Bunkers near the top of the key. Jensen, three at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of the first half, it is 29-13 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. We'll be back in a minute to talk about the first half. You are watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and fullerdigital.net.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
To take a moment to celebrate everybody moving on. Our groups moving on are our one-act group, and that consists of Aspen Moser, Braden Bolin, Ellen Hunt, Kyron Zhang, Nolan Nillis, Will Harpnaugh, and Zoe Vasura. Let's all give them a hand.
A little bit. It's
our next group moving on to speech state competition is our reader.
I can hear it okay
group,
in the headphones. So
and that consists of Aurora Conrad, Desiree Dreckman.
That's because I have it plugged
Elizabeth
directly
Hitchler,
in. I have the sound system
Ellie
plugged into
Aarons,
here, so
Isabella
I can hear it.
Tomlinson, Kensley Kramer, and Marin Dreckman. Let's give them a hand. And our third and final group is our group improvisation group, and that consists of Braden Bolin, Kyron Zhang, Nolan Nillis, and Will Harpnaugh. Let's give them all another big hand. All right, thank you guys. Congrats again to the speech team. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. That was the speech team, who they have been very successful in their own right in recent times, as we welcome Coach Wilchin. And before we get to last night's game, you guys, the Trinity game, you guys let Hawksbergen put up 19 in the first half, and he was averaging 19-1. But then that
yeah.
I gave the boys a little bit of a hard time the next day. But then that second half, you guys shut him down and only let up 6 points from him.
Yeah, he's a really nice player, and we defended him pretty decent the first half. But and then he got some shots over top of us that were difficult shots, but it gave him momentum, and he had the energy. The second half, it's really about team defense. The second half, we changed up our defense a little bit, changed a few guys guarding him, and then we had some good backup behind him with a little more length in the second half. We got our taller guys on the closeouts instead of the, maybe the guards. So.
And it was a good win. It was a good win to come to the Jays on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Trinity's a good team. They came out with some pretty good intensity, and they weren't backing down. And they're a good team, and they've caused a lot of guys some grief. So, and they played like it the first half. But I was glad we settled down and took control of the game in the third quarter and kind of took it to the end.
Had a little bit of a rough go last night versus a very solid South O'Brien ball club.
Yeah, they came out really on fire defensively and offensively. They shot threes really well the first half. They made 8 threes in the first half. And some of them, were 4 feet beyond the arc, and I tell the guys, if they're going to shoot from back there, we're not the biggest team in the world. Let's protect the paint. If they earn it, they earn it. Well, they earned it. But we were closing out on them, but they still made them down. And then when we did defend them, they still made them. So, but their defense was very good last night. They shot well in the first half, but we made a nice comeback in the third quarter.
I was just going to say, you guys were down by as many as 21 or 22 in the ball game, and you guys it closed out down to 11, but an impressive comeback.
Yeah, I think we got it to 9. I think we got it in single digits. I think in the fourth quarter, really played well. Carson Arns came back last night. He was limited on his time. He can only play 3 to 4 minutes a quarter, and that's about when his length in there is valuable. And he was shooting the ball well. When he was in there that fourth quarter, we made a real good run at him. It wasn't all just Carson. It's still a team game, but having his height in there we were playing a man-to-man defense. We switched the defense the second half. We came out in zone early to stop their penetration and try to keep them off the foul line. Well, that worked, but then they made a bunch of threes on us. So,
did he have any ill effects after the playing time that he did have?
No. He seemed good last night. I haven't talked to him today, so I think he's still on the 3-minute regiment now. And we also have Jackson Kramer. He's also on his knees
minutes
bothering him
restriction.
again. Yeah, he's on the minute restriction now again as well. So I got 2 guys on that.
The one nice thing you do have, though, with that being said, is you've played a lot of the rest of your bench the entire season. You guys have had opportunities, whether on one side or the other of a victory, to exercise that bench of yours.
We played 8 for sure every single game, and most games I'm playing 9, even in the heat of the moment. I got guys down the bench I can trust, and they all have something special they bring. And I look for that every time I go out and play. I look at my bench, I analyze the game, and I'm waiting for that special moment when that special player can come in the game and do something good for our team. Constantly looking for that, and guys have really stepped up on that last year. Zach Harpnaugh, the last couple games, Hull Western, and then Trinity, I think he came in.
Yep.
And gave us some nice minutes, and that's the first time he's played varsity all year. So, the kids will take the opportunities and they'll run with it.
You guys have had a nice home run, and now you guys have a long couple 2.5 weeks on the road.
yeah, we do. Hopefully we get some practice in there. We got through the weather, and now we've got guys sick. So I think we only had 11 guys at practice on Thursday. I was sick myself. First practice I missed in 18 years. So hopefully we're getting everybody healthy, back together, and it stops snowing. So we can finish the season strong. We'll take it home our way.
Coach, good luck the rest of the season, and we will talk to you later.
All right.
Thanks, you. Matt. That was Coach Wilchin. We'll be back with Drew Bickford to talk about the first half. You're watching Fuller Digital.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling and Drew Bickford, and Remsen St. Mary's leads this one 29-13 after the first half. And Drew, I feel like it's been the past couple of games that we've seen the Jays, at least home games, where the Jays have had a quarter that has been, what's the most nicest way we can put it, but kind of a toilet quarter.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with, I think we're gassing a little bit. The first quarter, we looked pretty good. I thought, oh, geez, they really bounced back well after last night's game and brought some good energy and made some jumpers. And last night, Isaiah fouled out, and I thought it was a huge positive they were able to find a win without Isaiah. And then today they started off, Isaiah hadn't scored, and it was 11-11 at one point. And that was a really, really positive thing. Like, yes, you want Isaiah to score, but when other girls are scoring, at some point, Isaiah is going to score. So, really positive start, but then being held to 2 points in the second quarter, definitely not what the doctor ordered.
Well, Remsen went on a 9-0 run after that 11-11 tie.
Remsen, at the beginning of the game, was doing some full-court man-to-man pressure, but not denying the ball near as hard. And now they've started to deny the ball inbounds. And the Jays are really struggling to get it just inbounds. So, see what kind of adjustments Brandon and Ryan made on just getting the ball inbounds. Sometimes you don't really have to overthink it. Sometimes all it has to be is walking into your defender and a hard cut away, just a nice V cut. Because right now it's a lot of straight lines, running one direction and then just turning and running another direction. And you're not going to get open just running straight ahead. It's got to be some kind of violent movements into somebody in a way, or a really good back screen, or something that's going to change the direction of somebody else.
And you can't get lost in the defender.
No, you cannot.
But credit to St. Mary's. Listen, they're playing excellent basketball. They're 13-0. They're 4th in 1A for girls basketball. So they're a solid basketball
Very
team.
solid team. Well, they're long and athletic, and they just don't have a weak spot. They really don't. They have 5 double-digit scores and 1 that's close to that. So they don't go crazy deep, but they don't gas. They don't get tired.
Now, at the same time, hey, listen, they've played together because they've had to, because of numbers. They've played together for a long time now.
And that helps. But really, you got to love it. This is St. Mary's basketball, period. Nobody's selfish. If you're selfish, you aren't playing for the Hawks.
We get started with the second half, and Carmody Ricky here on the right side of the court. Top of the key. Feeds down low. Jensen, and Zubrod commits the early foul in the second half. That's her third, team's first in this, 13-second-old third quarter.
The minute the Jays went to the half-court zone, the Hawks didn't score a lot in the half court. They scored off steals and off the press. You saw an effort right there to get it down low to make sure we're not going to settle for mid-range jumpers. We're going to get it down low this time.
First free throw attempt, no good. Second, put up off the front iron, no good. Bounced around. Ricky comes away with it. Ricky drives right side of the paint, kicks it out. Jensen now top of the key. 3-point attempt, good for Haley Gallus. That's her 6th point of the ball game, and it is 32-13 in favor of the Hawks. Sitzman not able to get out of the double team, now does, and Sammy just steps over the timeline for an over and back. This Jays team this year has not seen a lot of ups, many downs, but it is
spurts every game.
Yep, but it's a bit of a younger squad. Remsen in the corner, double teamed. You saw it right there. Broke the double team just enough to get out to get the pass to Claire Schrader, who puts it up and in for her 10th point of the ball game. Nice fight, and it's going to stay Jays basketball on the baseline. Ball inbounded deep. Sitzman not able to get it. Ricky able to get it about 92 feet away from the basket. Ricky into the corner. Jensen down low, puts it up, no good. And it's stolen away by Claire Schrader. Count the basket for Jensen. Jensen now with 10. It's 36-13. Larissa Poland brings it up over the timeline. Hodgson hands off to Sitzman. Sitzman spots up. 3. Misses everything. It's going to be out of bounds. 6:24 left to go in the third. 36-13.
Isaiah's kind of seemed really passive, right? Like, that's a shot. Her defender falls down. She's looking to shoot right away, and she second-guessed it 2 or 3 times, hence the air ball.
Jensen drives toward the basket. Now bounce pass to Schrader. Long pass. Ricky, top of the key, hands it off to Bunkers. Bunkers now between the circles with a right-handed dribble. Passes it to Gallus. Gallus surrounded. Jensen, Bunkers for 3. Bounces, no good. Zubrod out of bounds. It's going to be Hawks basketball on the baseline.
One thing I tend to notice with the Jays quite often, a lot of rebounds off balance. Don't come down with a wide base. We really come down skinny.
Larissa Poland picks up the foul there. Capping off Catholic Schools Week here in our area will be the Spalding Gala. Of course, Spalding a partner school for the Jays as Jensen misses that one. seen a lot of good athletes come out of Spalding, like Matt Kuntz.
Well, if we're talking about good athletes, I thought there's a lot of good athletes. Is Matt Kuntz qualify?
He had a 38-mile-an-hour fastball. That one's stolen away by the Hawks. Quickly ahead, stop, corner, 3. Ricky, no good. Rebound, Sitzman. Sitzman spins, loses control of the basketball. It's going to be St. Mary's basketball on the sideline in front of the scorer's table.
We'll quickly find out if Matt's watching at home or not.
I'm sure somebody's going to clue him in if he's not.
St. Mary's obviously a really good baseball school, but Spalding Catholic was phenomenal for
years.
Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, they were phenomenal.
I've been educated as I've lived here about how good the baseball is here in Northwest Iowa. Of course, St. Mary's and Dean Harpinaugh doing a great job as of late. Corner 3 knocked down by Hallie Gallus. She now has 9. It's 40-13. Jays have not scored since the end of the first quarter as Zubrod walks with the basketball. It's almost like here's the analogy that I have. There's some teams that this happens to, and I'm sure that there's a team that's like this for St. Mary's. But the Jays used to be in volleyball when they'd see Unity. They'd get scared, and I feel like they'd give up 4 or 5 points a set because of the uniform that's in front of them. And right now I think the tables have turned a little bit, and it's St. Mary's for basketball for the Jays. They see the uniform, and it's about a 10-point spot. Nice. Bank open. I'm betting it's prime bank for Hallie Gallus here, 43-13. But just to finish off the point that the Jays see the Hawks uniform, at least on the girls' side, and it's a little bit of a it's an oh shoot factor. Oh shoot, we're playing this team, and it's big because there are rivals, but it's also if Remsen St. Mary's is wearing a different uniform, it might be a different story.
Obviously they're very talented, but I think a lot of it, when you're going to be playing the Hawks, it's going to be an up and down, fast-paced. You're going to be tired, and they do it effectively, and it's up and down, and they are going to out-physical you, out-hustle you, and as you see right now, we had a fast break, and they had 4 girls sprint back and beat everybody else back down the court. That's effort.
Schmidt will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on 32, Tessa Tettinger. That's going to be her 3rd. Spread is 30 right now with 4:20 left to go in the 3rd. Schmidt puts up the first. Schrader will go out, and Grace Gallus will come into the ball game. Remsen St. Mary's is a senior-laden team. There are 6 seniors listed on the roster here. And walk with the basketball. I was a little bit worried about that right ankle, the way that kind of came down. When she came down with it, it was a little awkward.
She crossed left to right and went to go past Haley Poland and just kind of bumped legs and about rolled her ankle. Kind of surprised they didn't call a block trip right there, but.
Not sure what the whistle was for, unless it was for those 4 girls crossing the baseline up about 100 feet down the court. Poland, bounce pass to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get it down low to Sitzman, and it's thrown out of bounds, and Sitzman has a single point tonight.
It's a tough pass right there, but they were fronting Isaiah. That's just got to have a little bit more air on it. You're not going to be able to throw a bullet pass when somebody's being fronted.
Gallus gets it to Jensen, and we are going to have a tie-up, and it will be Jays basketball off the possession arrow. 3:47 left to go in the 3rd. 43-13 is the score. Inbound to Haley Poland, back to Larissa. Back to Haley. Larissa left to the key. Dribbles right side of the paint now. Brings it back out to Hodgson. Hodgson spots up. Deep three off the front iron. No good. Rebound by Tettinger. Quickly ahead. Bunkers. Bunkers in the corner. Jensen. Jensen kicks it back out to Bunkers. Almost had a screen there from Ricky. Ricky now top of the key with a right hand. Hands it off to Bunkers. Bunkers hanging out near the top of the key area. Gets a screen from Ricky. Kicks it out to Tettinger. 11 on the shot clock. Down low. Off the knees, and that right knee pad slid and caused the travel. Larissa Poland will be the inbounder here on the right baseline. Haley gets it back to Larissa. She brings it up with 3 minutes left to go in the third. Ball swatted about. It's on the floor. Tied up. Possession arrow says St. Mary's basketball.
Whitney just kind of sitting on that crossover. Same thing. Working on since fourth grade. It's if you cross over in front, don't expect to have a ball long. You got to mix it up between the legs, behind the back, and you cannot be obvious which one you're going to be using.
Were you a good behind the back dribbler, Drew?
My fourth grade son's probably just as good a ball handler as I ever was. I was a shooter.
Crossover, shot, no good. I think it's going to be off. Oh, I thought that was going to be off of Bella Schrader. It was not. It will be Jay's basketball. 2:38 left to go here in the third. 43-13 the score in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Haley Poland near the top of the key. Dribbles right. Backs it up to the center circle. Passes left. Sitzman. Sitzman dribbles near the top of the key. Kicks left to Poland. Poland. Bounce past Haley Poland to Sitzman. Sitzman to Poland, back to Sitzman with 10. Deep three. Good. Isaiah now with 4. Jays have scored in this half. Ricky brings it up over the timeline. 2 minutes left to go. It's 43-16. Spinning in the paint. Fought for on the deck. We're going to have a simultaneous possession. It will be Jays basketball off of the possession arrow. 43-16, 156. Still a bit of a sparse crowd, and Drew, I'm wondering if part of that's the Saturday matinee. A lot of youth basketball going on.
A lot of youth basketball going on. Tournaments going on during the weekend. Usually the St. Mary's Hawks fans show up and.
I mean, it's hanging from the rafters.
Yeah, they fill gyms. Yeah, their side is. Both sides have some spots, but I'm really shocked St. Mary's hasn't filled up. Gehlen's not that big a gym.
Wonder if there's a lot of people still left in the Rosemary Deegan cafeteria.
That could be too.
For that excellent meal. Tettinger, jumper, no good, rebound. Bella Schrader. Bella in the corner. That one is going to be off of Zubrod. Nice job by Jensen to throw it off of Zubrod. She just kind of let that one go, thinking it was not off of her. A lot of starters still on the floor for the Hawks. Jensen gets it down low to Gallus. Gallus puts it up, no good. Schrader not able to wrangle that one in. Gallus puts up another shot, no good. Tettinger cannot get the rebound, but Bunkers did. Ricky drives, middle of the paint, handoff to Jensen. Jensen to Tettinger. Top of the key, Ricky, free throw line, gets it down to Bunkers, puts up the shot, no good. Zubrod with a rebound. Larissa Poland will avoid Bunkers as she brings it up over the timeline. Just under a minute left to go in the third. Haley Poland brings it out, almost traveled. Larissa back out to Haley, puts up the three, off the front iron, no good. Rebound Bella, and she is fouled. Couple of Hawks there, and they're going to call it on Carmody Ricky. That's her it's her second, team second, with 40.2 left to go here in this third quarter. Bella will go to the line to shoot 2. Bella puts up the first and knocks it down. A little more arc on that shot, Drew, than we saw the last time we saw her shoot free throws.
She's improved so much. That's she's one that I'm just going to love watching every year, just progress because Donna Acabella just hadn't played a ton of basketball coming into high school. And last year, going to some open gyms, just footwork for a layup was not natural yet, trying to figure that out. And just watching how much she's improved from year 1 to year 2 has been phenomenal. Just excited to watch her keep growing.
About a 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock, 3-point, top of the key, knocked it down to Grace Gallus, and she is now on the board. It is 46 to 17. Gehlen with it now, 5 on the game clock, out to Bella. Somebody's going to need to put it up. Grace puts it up. It's tipped by Grace Gallus, and the Jays trail this one 46 to 17 after 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions in Fuller.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford, and a lot of people are shrugging at Drew and pointing at him like, why? Why should Drew be up there? Yeah.
Desperation.
Yeah. Jensen with it now. Free throw line, kicks left. That one almost stolen away. Jensen able to wrangle it in. And it's on the floor again. Gallus came away with it. Jensen now back out to Gallus. Gallus kicks it to the near side. Holman, top of the key. Hand off to Jensen. Jensen, right side of the paint, kicks it out. 3-point attempt. Gallus, no good off the back iron. Rebound by Grace Gallus. A couple of Galluses on the floor. Jensen, top of the key again, drives right side of the paint, spins into the paint, and she is fouled. I've got to imagine that one's going to be on Sitzman. No, they're going to call that on Zubrod. That's going to be Sammy's fourth. It's the team's first of this final quarter. 46-17 is the score, as the first one is in for Gallus. She now has 13. Second free throw attempt is up, rattles around and out. Zubrod with the rebound, and she is fouled by Gracie Gallus.
Here's the shaky part for the Hawks is you're up 30. You still have 4 starters in. Obviously, you want to play. You want to keep them in shape and ready to roll. You need to avoid injuries, though. It's kind of the double-edged sword. What's right? What's wrong?
Part of that goes to bench depth, also. Gehlen with it now, out to Lubin. Lubin dribbles in. And how much of it is just wanting to put your opponent in the ground, put your rival into the ground as Gehlen drives toward the paint and she traveled with the basketball. Gallus slowly bringing it up the floor. That's Grace Gallus, that was Haley Gallus, as Jensen dribbled it off of her foot, kicks it left to Haley Gallus. Hallie. We're going with Hallie. Hallie drives with it now, right side of the paint, now backs up, stops right at the free throw line, kicks it to Jensen. Right wing. Holman down low, shot is up and in for Claire Schrader. She now has 13. 51-17. That one's thrown away by Lubin. And Hallie Gallus comes the other way for the Hawks. Near the top of the key, gets it to J.C. Holman. Holman, right side of the paint, swiped at, went out of bounds, off of the Hawks. Bunkers comes back into the game as well as Tettinger. I think the only one, let's see.
They've had two that haven't come in.
That's what I have also. I got a jump ball there. I think Maya Bunkers is in street clothes. And I believe that, is it Maya Madigan is the only one that has not seen action as far as I can tell.
How about Kellen Ortman?
That, her also. As that three is no good, it's going to be off of Jensen, and it will remain Jay's basketball on that end of the floor. Zubrod goes out, Larissa Poland comes in. Of course, this is the final regular season home game for the Jays, and more than likely the last home game for the Jays, period, for the Lady Jays anyway. Even if they get postseason, I can't imagine that they will be at home, as that's off of Grace Kellen and out of bounds. Here comes Mia Madigan. She's going to be the inbounder. Kellen Ortman's played in 5 games this season. As Gracie Gallus has it now, gets it out to Holman. Holman dribbling near the top of the key, kicks it left to Bunkers. Bunkers walk with the basketball. 4:59 left to go in the fourth, 51-17. It is a 34-point deficit for the Jays right now. Kellen in between two defenders and walk with the basketball.
That's one. Just keep the eyes up, and the help came. She didn't see it coming, though. That eyes up, find the open person after you drive, get past your defender, find the next open one.
Bunkers with it near the top of the key with a right hand. Only a freshman. Kicks it left. 3-point attempt. No good. But Mia Madigan was fouled.
Just a silly foul. Closing out on the three-pointer by Isaiah.
Isaiah picks up her third, team second, and it's going to send Madigan to the line to shoot 2. She puts up the first off the front iron, no good. Of course, this is 3 shots. Here's the second, rattles around, no good. And we get ready for the third attempt. And that one is up and off the front iron, no good. Larissa Poland with a rebound. Poland comes away with a rebound and brings it up the floor, kicks it right to Hodgson. Hodgson gets it down low. Sitzman, left hand, floater, no good, or is a hook shot. We'll stay here immediately after the ball game. Hallie Bunkers with it now, near the top of the key. Right hand drives, right side of the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebound, fought for, Tessa Tettinger. Follow-up shot, no good, and Sitzman comes away with it. It's a one-on-one with some trailers, and she is fouled heading to the hoop exactly halfway through this fourth quarter. Sitzman will go to the line to shoot two. Madigan picked up her first. 51-17. Sitzman puts up the first, knocks it down. She has 5. 51-18. Jays on the board here now in the fourth quarter. Bella Schrader comes into the ball game. Haley Poland for Larissa, and Hodgson goes out of the ball game. And it looks like Scheitler is waiting. J.C. Scheitler, not to be confused with Bella Scheitler, is waiting to come into the ball game for Sitzman, as Sitzman misses the second. Hawks bring it up the floor. Bunkers with it now. Bunkers backs up. Top of the key is Gracie Gallus. Spot 3 for Holman is good. J.C. Holman is on the board. She has 3, and it's 54-18. Sitzman between the legs dribble, kicks left. Schmidt, it's going to be off of Grace Gallus, out of bounds. It will remain Jays basketball. Scheitler comes into the ball game for Sitzman. I think they were talking about the 35-point deficit clock, and it starts now. In order for it to stop, the Jays would have to reduce the lead to 25. As Schmidt goes cross-court to Poland. Haley pulls the trigger on a 3, no good. Rebound is picked up by Bunkers. Bunkers ahead to Holman. Holman backs up with it now. Thought about getting it back to Bunkers. Does now. 2:50 left to go in the game. 54-18 is the score. Bunkers willing to bleed some time out of the clock. Kicked left to Madigan. That one thrown away. Saved. Not an over in the back for Holman, or for Madigan, rather. Holman kicked 3 deep off the back iron. No good. I don't know how it did not hit a single rope up there. 2:20 left to go, and of course a running clock here at the end of this ball game. Gehlen will bring it up the floor for the Jays. Gehlen, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebound is by Madigan. Madigan will bring it up the floor for St. Mary's. Madigan kicks it back out, 3, no good. And it'll be out of bounds to the Jays. Don't go anywhere if you want to hear about what is coming up for this year's Gehlen Catholic Ball. We'll have that after a prayer and a timeout. Schrader to Scheitler, and now Haley Poland, top of the key. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Haley Poland. Gehlen to Scheitler in the corner. Dribbles toward the lane. No good. It's going to be Jays basketball with 8 on the shot clock. Some of the younger members of the Jays squad on the floor. I don't have them listed anywhere, so I apologize for that, as that shot's picked up by Bunkers. Layup is in for Madigan, and she has 2. It's 56-18. Scheitler with that 3, no good. Shot clock turned off, and the Hawks can just dribble this basketball out. 56-18 the score. Bunkers to Madigan. Madigan puts up a jumper just in front of the free throw line, and Grace Gallus now with 5. It's 58-18. And we have a turnover at the buzzer. And we will stay right here as this one wraps up and is 58-18. We'll stick around for the gym prayer. We'll take a timeout, and then we will be back with Kristen Kuntz. We'll be back with you here shortly on Fuller Digital Solutions and fullerdigital.net. Stick around for this group prayer.
If I could get everyone to remain in the stands here.
Today we want to take a moment and bring our two communities together to pray for the health of Sherry Jo Whitkop. Sherry Jo is an 8th grader at Gehlen Catholic, and she has recently been diagnosed with cancer. This week, Sherry began her chemo treatments and faces a long journey to fight this horrible disease. Sherry and her family need all of our prayers and support, and they need to know that they are not in this alone. Let us stand together, hold hands, and say a Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full grace. Thank you.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a...
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. And joining me now is Kristen Kuntz, and Kristen is here to talk to us about this year's Gehlen Catholic Ball. And of course, it's always a great time, and there's always a lot of information to get out to the general public. Tell us a little bit about those that are organizing this year's ball.
Yep, so this year I am one of the co-chairs, myself and my husband Matt and Kristen Kuntz, and we are co-chairing with Maggie and Michael Rechtenbach. And then the general chairs this year will be Ryan and Tanya Laban and Ross and Amanda Small.
And of course, this year, we've been talking about it all year. It's April 20th this year. Tell us a little bit about what it goes to benefit.
Yeah, so this is our school's largest fundraiser that we hold annually. We use this money to help purchase supplies for the classrooms, fund equipment, and educational field trips. So the money that we raise is really important for our school.
This year, the theme, of course, is a night in Nashville. And what can people look forward to when they come to this year's event at the Lamar's Convention Center?
Yeah, we're really excited to welcome the live band called Not Quite Brothers to the Gehlen Ball. It's going to be held at the Lamar's Convention Center. We have food catered by Home Plate Catering.
It's always such good food.
Yes, it is always very good. We haven't finalized the menu, but it is always good. So we'll have a program, and the audience then will be able to celebrate our school, the students, and all of our important supporters.
So when is the kickoff? There's always a big kickoff that comes about every year, and tell us a little bit about how people can find tickets and all that good information.
Yep, so kind of leading up to it, the general chairs will begin calling our major donors in February. We will be selling, the ball tickets are sold for $125. We also have raffle tickets that are sold for $100, and so those raffle prizes include $5,000 drawing, a $3,000 drawing, a $2,000 drawing. So we will start kind of kicking off the weekend of February 24, 25. We will have student speakers at Mass, and then we will be available selling tickets in the back of church. So we'll be selling tickets at church again for 3 weekends in a row, beginning February 24th and 25th, and then through March 2nd and 3rd, and then again on March 9 and 10. So you can purchase your tickets in the back of church.
And that's at the All Saints sites?
Yes.
Or will that also be up at the Pilgrim Cluster? Just at the All Saints sites?
Just at the All Saints Parish. We will have contact information for anyone from the Pilgrim Cluster that wants to get in contact with some tickets. And then we'll also do our traditional calling event on Sunday, March 10th and Monday, March 18th at the school, where we call people, and we look forward to anyone who would like to volunteer to help make these 2 calling events successful.
So what kind of exciting things can we expect at this year's ball?
Yep, so one of the things that we have been doing is we award the Spirit and Peter Catherine Gehlen Award to the supporter of Gehlen Catholic School, and we may also have a new award that we are giving out that evening. We're still working on finalizing that, but there may be a new award handed out that evening. We will have Venmo that can be used to ease ticket sale purchases. That will be available on our website.
And that's you're also able to use Venmo in order to purchase silent auction items, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
So the silent auction will open up on Monday, April 15, and that's when bidding can begin. So to bid on the silent auction items, we'll have an online platform. There will not be paper bidding sheets that night, so you will need to look online to do the silent bidding. We will have, for some of the auction items, we're bringing back multiple classroom projects. We are going with our theme. We have some Lainey Wilson tickets, and then some of the regular things that usually go very well, such as the reserved parking spots, birthday parties, great shot passes, getaways, and many other items that we're working on securing for the auction.
And of course, one of the biggest ones is the gym that we're in right now. I know it's one of the bigger on the silent auction side, the auction side as far as the naming rights for the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym.
Yep, so that will be part of our live auction. Last year, the live auction was such a fun event, so we look forward to having that again. So the name the gym will be on that live auction there.
And you guys always come up with such great items. You guys do, the chairs have always done such great work coming up with these items. You guys do a great job. What does the program include this year?
Yep, so the night kind of looks like, as far as the program, we will have some speakers, some videos kind of highlighting our students and what we do in the school, and then, of course, the Spirit of Peter and Catherine Gehlen Award, and then plus that potential new award that we'll be starting to hand out this year.
And, of course, I think people really want to know the nitty-gritty. So tell us about the timeline and what should we wear? Should we be wearing bolo ties and big old 10-gallon hats, or what should we be wearing here this year?
So usually it's semi-formal, but we do anticipate with our theme and maybe hoping to see some people in some cowboy boots, maybe some hats, high heels. I'm sure you'll get your cowboy boot out, Matt.
I'm sure I'll find some snakeskins or something to put on.
So dresses, flannels, cowboy boots, whatever you want kind of to go with that theme, kind of with the semi-formal attire. So as far as like the timeline of the night, typically including this year, around 5 o'clock the doors will open. And then from 5:30 to 7 o'clock is when we will be serving our meal. Around 7:30 is when that online auction will be closing, so you have some time while you're eating to bid on some of those online auctions. And then around 7:30 we have the program and live auction, and then following that, then we have the entertainment that will begin by Not Quite Brothers.
Well, it sounds like a great time. Of course, we appreciate you coming up to come up and talk to us.
Yes, thank you very much. We just want to thank all of those people who plan to attend the event, and especially for all of those businesses. There's many businesses already that have already given some financial support and already started donating auction items. If you're interested in donating any auction items or money towards auction items, you can contact any of the committee members. But we really rely a lot on community support to make this and support of our family and friends to make this a successful event. So we appreciate everyone's hand in this fundraiser.
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put you on the spot for one more thing, because you are up in the Pilgrim Cluster and you have been part of the Spalding community for so long. At the end of this next week is the Spalding Gala.
Yes.
I'm sure that tickets are still available for the Spalding Gala. Can you tell us just a little bit about what's going on at the Spalding Gala this year?
So yes, my kids prior to attending Gehlen attended Spalding Catholic, so we are a regular at the Spalding Catholic Gala. So that is quickly coming up, and that is also always a good time because this will be one of their last years. It will be a really fun event, I think. It will not be so much of a fundraiser, but I think that they're having some entertainment, and there's usually the dance, but it's always a good time, and that is coming up, I believe,
It's a week from today.
A week from today, Saturday. And if you have not gotten your tickets, I am sure that you can still contact Dan Goebel.
Yep.
I know that last week they were selling tickets in the back of church, but if you get in contact with Dan Goebel, then he will put you in contact with tickets, or I have access to them, to people who would know how to get them too. But that is always also a fun event, so I would encourage any support for the Spalding fundraiser as a way to kind of come together as a Spalding family as well.
Well, I appreciate you letting me put you on the spot, and I want to make sure that we go ahead and plug Spalding since we are a partner school. Appreciate you coming up to talk about the Gehlen Catholic Ball.
Thank you very much for your time, Matt.
That was Kristen Kuntz, and the Gehlen Catholic Ball again is Saturday, April 20th. We will be back with a preview of this afternoon's basketball game between the Jays and the Hawks. You're watching Fuller
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling alongside Drew Bickford, and Drew's checking out some of the stats coming up for this next game between the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks and the Gehlen Catholic Jays. And I wanted to point out one event that's coming up this Sunday. It's actually tomorrow. I believe it is in the back gym. It is the annual free throw contest put on by the Knights of Columbus. It's a pretty neat event. If you haven't done it, I'm forgetting do you know what ages it goes down to, Drew? I want to say it's down to first grade, but it might be second.
It's not based off grade, it's based
on
off
age. But it's age levels, and it's based on the calendar year, your age on January 1st of this year. You can check out the Knights of Columbus free throw tournament for more. If you can Google it for more information. There is Gehlen Catholic is a site, as well as Spalding Catholic is also a site. So make sure you check that out. Gehlen Catholic will be holding it tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That will be in the back gym. It will be questionable if Maya Bickford or if Anna Schilling will be there due to other tournament obligations.
I think it starts at 8, if I remember correct. 8 might be the first year.
8 years old.
Either 7 or 8, I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't have that problem with Anna last year. Her problem was that she was shooting free throws with a grade below her, and she was upset about it. So
that's what happens when you're young for your grade.
I don't know what to say. She was born on January 24th, so just had a birthday, turned 13.
Luckily, she's a smart girl like her mom.
Yeah, not like her dad. Her dad does dumb stuff. That being said, the Jays and the Hawks are coming to this game with ranked 11 in the state of Iowa in 1A basketball, and they are a tough team, especially Colin Holman, and he's going to be a tough guard for whoever is guarding him tonight. The Jays did they struggled down at St. Mary's just before Christmas this year.
Yeah,
with that team.
At Remsen, it was a close game at halftime. I think it was maybe 5 points, something like that. But St. Mary's came out of the half and really kind of took it to the Jays after that. Down at Remsen, you saw Wilchin guarding Holman. Somebody that's a little bit bigger body, a little bit more muscle on him, can help push Jared around. The one thing Remsen St. Mary's does, everything they run is super crisp. They don't force a lot of shots. And at Remsen, actually the first time that these two teams met, Remsen forced a few shots early on. I was sitting right behind Remsen's bench, and Coach Rudin were getting on the guys of, we don't take those shots. We don't settle for three-pointers unless we need to. And they came out and they responded really well. A lot of plays that will get isolation, and they run a really nice play that basically gets Colin and one other person isolated on one side. They run a pick and roll, and Colin is a great screener. And once he rolls, if you switch it, it's game over. And if you don't switch it, you better have some help ready to help cover the guy coming around off that screen.
Of course, we heard earlier that Carson Arns is back on a time limit, roughly 3 to 4 minutes per quarter, and Jackson Kramer with a little bit of knee pain. He is also on a bit of a time limit of around 3 minutes per quarter. And we'll see what kind of effect that will have on the Jays. Of course, we saw that on Tuesday night, and not knowing that he had a bit of a time limit on him.
It's nice to have Carson Arns back. Super young yet, but good shooter for his good size. Very fundamentally sound.
It'd be nice to see him on a protein plan.
He'll get there. He's young. But from a family of tall, athletic, slender, not overly big, muscular family, but very tall, slender, and athletic. He definitely will put some muscle on through the years.
We are going to take one final timeout before starting lineups and the opening tip of this game. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller Digital Solutions and Fuller.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Dub Campbell Memorial Gym. We appreciate Kristen Kuntz for joining us in between the ball games here. Shout out to her husband, Matt, and appreciate everybody who's joined us tonight. We had a prayer for Sherry Jo Wickup, who is battling cancer. Of course, that's the reason for all of the gold in the gym here tonight as we turn this over to our public address announcer.
Once again, good afternoon and welcome to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym here at Gehlen Catholic for this afternoon's second game in our boy-girl varsity doubleheader. Let's extend another special welcome to our guests, the Hawks from Remsen St. Mary's. Gehlen Catholic Schools encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the game this afternoon. By practicing good sportsmanship, you will help make this afternoon's game one to remember. Let's give a hand for our officials, John Malloy, Mark Beltman, and Kevin Ekoff. Now let's welcome the coaches. The Hawks are coached by Scott and Justin Rudin, assisted by Jared Schott and Jacob Wesselman. The Jays are coached by Ryan Wilchin, assisted by Eric Kellen and Alec Langle. And now, here are the starters. For the Hawks, a junior, number 2, Keaton Harpenaugh. For the Jays, a sophomore, number 4, Dylan Lubin. For the Hawks, a junior, number 20, Landon Waldschmidt. For the Jays, a senior, number 12, Landon Ryder. For the Hawks, a junior, number 21, Danon Laux. For the Jays, a sophomore, number 14, Nolan Teal. For the Hawks, a junior, number 24, Carter Tenninger. For the Jays, a senior, number 30, Gabe Wilchin. For the Hawks, a junior, number 55, Colin Holman. And for the Jays, a sophomore, number 54, Dane Lehman.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym as we get ready to start this ball game. Pick is starting and not Carter Tettinger. Hunter Pick is starting this one, and the Hawks control the opening tip. Waldschmidt with it now. Gets it to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh near the top of the key. Bounce pass right to Lux, Lux with it now. Right side, guarded by Lehman. Out to the top of the key. Harpenaugh in the lane. 9 on the clock. Pick with it now. Pick, hands off. Lux, top of the key. Harpenaugh, bounce down low and turn the ball over. Gabe Wilchin comes away with it. Lubin with it now. Lubin, of course, with the ruptured tendons in that finger. It's a one and done on this end of the floor as Holman comes away with a rebound. Waldschmidt puts up the shot. They're going to say the foul was on the floor. First foul at 7:08 in the first.
Landon with a really quick first step.
Did not get a number on that. They're going to say it was on Lubin. Lubin's first, team's first. Into Pick, gets it down low to Holman. Holman puts up the shot, and I believe that Lehman committed the foul.
Looks like the Jays are going to help down there. Just a little bit late coming down on the help. Once he makes that dribble and is coming up into a shot, it's too late.
It was on Landon Ryder. Holman puts up the first, knocks it down. First point for either team. Jays did a little help against somebody that was a little bit taller earlier in the year as Holman knocked that down. They kind of played a little bit of kind of a high-low type of deal with their opponent as Lubin brings the ball up the floor, passes right to Nolan Teal. Nolan, jumper, 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Pick. Tipped by Lehman into the second row of the stands, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball.
Good hustle by Dane. Jays settled for 2 threes right off the bat. We need some more discipline and look to attack the hoop a little bit more.
Waldschmidt to Pick near the logo, guarded by Lehman. Waldschmidt, top of the key, spins in the paint, kicks it out to Harpenaugh. Now he drives, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Ryder. Ryder bounce pass to Lubin, and Lubin will bring it up the floor for the Jays as he calls out the offense. Lubin passes right to Nolan Teal. Nolan near the top of the key, Dane pulls up for three. He knocked one down last night, but missed the rim on that one. Waldschmidt brings it up the floor for St. Mary's. St. Mary's now right, harping off. Three, in and out, no good. Rebound by Lehman. Lehman hands it off to Lubin. Lubin over the timeline, passes right to Teal. Teal got a screen there. Out to Lubin. Lubin near the top of the key, passes right to Nolan Teal, drives baseline, puts up a floater, in. Nolan Teal with the first 2 points of the game for the Jays, and it's tied 2-2.
The first shot inside the three-point line also.
Down low, Homan puts up the shot over Wilchin, and Homan has all four of the points for St. Mary's. Wilchin kicks it over. Ryder, fadeaway jumper, no good, fought for, and Waldschmidt comes away with it. Quickly ahead, gets it to Lukes. Lukes under the hoop, puts it up and in. He's got two. It's 6-2 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Lubin brought the ball up. Now Wilchin at the free throw line. Bounce pass for Teal, and it's off of his hands and out of bounds. A little bit behind him, too.
There wasn't much of a window there, but he hit the window just behind him.
Trevor Teal in the game for Ryder. Waldschmidt will bring the ball up for St. Mary's. Waldschmidt up over the timeline, kicks it left to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh to Pick. Pick near the top of the key to Lux. Lux gets it to Harpenaugh, top of the key, passes left to Holman. Holman drives toward the baseline, kicks it out to Pick. 15 left on the shot clock to Lux, top of the key, right, Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt with 9 on the shot clock. Pick, top of the key, gets it down low, spinning, puts up the shot and in, does Lux, and he has 4. It's 8-2 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Lubin hands it off to Nolan Teal. Nolan handoff, fake handoff to Trevor. Now a backdoor cut, no good. Can't get the layup up over the rim. Waldschmidt drives right side of the paint, puts it up. He is fouled, and I believe that might be on Trevor Teal.
Waldschmidt with a really quick first step. But I don't know if you've noticed the same thing I have. 4 drives, 4 times going right.
Yep.
At some point, you got to make them go left.
And we will take a 30-second timeout with the Jays. You're watching Fuller.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling joined by Drew Bickford. Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Ag State Energy. The bottom line brought to you by Schuster Trucking. Of course, we could not bring this game to you with all of our fine sponsors. At the line to shoot 2 will be Landon Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt was fouled by Trevor Teal as he went to the right for about the 14th time, even though he hasn't gone to the hoop 14 times. Missed the first, gets ready for the second, puts up the second, off the back iron and down for Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt has 1. It's 9-2 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Lubin will bring the ball up for the Jays. Lubin passes left to Teal. Teal near the top of the key, passes right to Lubin. Lubin to Teal. Wilchin drives toward the paint, puts it up in the middle of the paint, count the basket and the foul for Gabe Wilchin. Gabe was fouled there, I believe it was by Holman. It was, that's his first, team's first of this first quarter, and Carson Arns will come to the ball game for Lehman, and 34 Langle will come into the ball game for Trevor Teal. Gabe closes out the 3-point play. It's 9-5 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. 3:35 left to go in the first. Holman with it near right side. Lux kicks it out. Shot fake Tettinger. Nope, he took the shot and knocked it down. It's 11-5 as Carter Tettinger knocked that one down. Lubin kicks right to Nolan Teal, and I feel like we keep saying that he brings it up and kicks it to Nolan Teal. Not sure if that's the play design or if that's just who he's likes going to, as Nolan misses that shot. Waldschmidt kicks right, Harpenaugh, top of the key, now left to Lux. Harpenaugh near the top of the key again. Spinning, bounce pass out, Harpenaugh, left side. Holman down low, guarded by Arns. It's going to be off of Nolan Teal, out of bounds.
Missed an obvious travel there. Got off balance and shuffled his feet a little bit. The student section's letting him know.
Roughing's hard. Inbound from Waldschmidt. Gets it in to Carter Tettinger. Holman, 3, no good. He was dared by the student section. Waldschmidt puts up that 3, no good. Rebound by Ryder, and Ryder is fouled by Harpenaugh. Keaton Harpenaugh picks up his first, team second, and we'll see Hunter Pick coming up back into the ball game, and he's going to come in for Lux.
A lot of this Remsen team we'll see next year, all but 3 are juniors. Big junior class.
Wilchin, double team for a second. Drew, a little bit of zone by St. Mary's here. Arms. Go ahead.
They're just switching here and there, still man-to-man. Just a lot of good help defense.
3-point attempt, no good. Follow-up, no good. Nolan gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Nolan Teal now with 4. It's 11-7 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. 2:03 left to go in the first. Down low, Holman puts up the shot. No foul. He puts it up and in. He has 6. It's 13-7.
Colin is so good at getting early position. If you don't work to keep him off the block and he gets the ball on the block, good luck. You have to make him work to get there. And right now the Jays are kind of letting him go right to the block.
The other thing you got is he's got a lot of size to him, but he gets that size low.
And his footwork is so refined. I mean, it's pretty solid footwork.
Carson Arns with it now. Hands off to Teal. Nolan Teal goes toward the hoop, and we're going to have a block foul as Holman knocked that out into next week. Foul is on 24, Carter Tettinger. That's his first, team's third, and Nolan Teal will go to the line to shoot 2. Puts up the first, rattles around and out, no good. We'll see Lux come back in, and Harpenaugh goes out. Nolan Teal gets ready to put up the second. Jays trail this one by 6, now 5. (13-8) is the score. Pick with it now. I think he had the space to put up the 3, didn't. Now he drives. Waldschmidt gets it out to Pick, down low to Holman. Holman puts up the right hook and in. Holman with 8.
Once again, a post feed, no dribbles needed, just broad-shouldered, turns and lays it in.
Nolan Teal was tripped on his way going out of bounds and throws it away. Lubin was going to come in. Instead, Lehman's going to come in, as well as Jackson Kramer. Wilchin goes out, and Nolan's going to go out of the ballgame. Nolan Teal.
Looks like Jackson will be matching up with Colin Holman.
Nolan Teal did not want to come out of the ballgame, as Lehman yells to him to go to the bench, and Eric Gehlen had to gesture him to the bench also. Waldschmidt passes left, down low to Pick. Pick spinning in the paint. Waldschmidt, top of the key, kicks it right. 3, Tettinger, good. Carter Tettinger now with 5. It's 18-8. Ryder kicks it left to Langle. Gets a screen from Ryder. Arns, shot fake, now puts it up. No good. Rebound by Pick. And they're going to call a reach on Aiden Langle. 26-1 left on the game clock in the first quarter. 18-8 is the score in favor of Remsen St. Mary's, the 11th ranked team in 1A basketball. Waldschmidt holding with it now. Pass to Pick, top of the key, passes right to Waldschmidt. I'm sorry, not Waldschmidt, that was Tettinger. Now Pick, passes left to Holman. Holman with 4, swipe that and knocks that jumper down as time expires in the first quarter. And Remsen St. Mary's leads this one 20-8 at the end of 1. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers U-Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's U-Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Dub Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling and Drew Bickford here with you tonight, this afternoon, wherever we're at here. Appreciate you watching wherever you might be. Remember to like and subscribe. We've got one more home game for the boys as they will have a home game at the end of the season. That jumper from Kramer is good to start the second quarter. Jackson Kramer on limited minutes. Put that one up, and it's 18-10. Pick with it now. Kicked right to Tettinger. Pick, top of the key, passes left, swiped away by Kramer. Kramer trying to go coast to coast with it, puts it up, no good. And we're going to go the other way as a foul was committed under the hoop. Foul is going to be on Carson Arns. That's his first, team's first of the second.
Can't miss those ones. Part of that makes me wonder, is he thinking about jumping off that leg, coming down off
coming
that left
down
leg,
with it,
just going up off it. A couple big bulky knee braces on the J side.
And it's noticeable. Passes left to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh with it now, dribbling toward the top of the key. Now passes left to Lux. Lux in the paint, kicked out to Pick. Harpenaugh, 3, no good. Rebound by Wilchin. Jays trail this one, 20-10. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Wilchin near the top of the key. Passes left to Kramer. Kramer, step fake, puts it up and in. Jackson Kramer now with 4, and it's 18-12.
Great jab set by Jackson. Moved his defender and went baseline.
Lux to Koenig. Tettinger. Tettinger left side. Now Pick. Pick on the right wing. Top of the key. Bounce pass toward the baseline. Rolling with it on the floor. I'm not sure how it was in a travel. Instead, it's a jump ball. Will remain St. Mary's basketball with 5 on the shot clock.
So far on the St. Mary's ends, I've seen a lot of good ball movement, passing, using all the court. When they put that ball on the floor, I've seen Colin go left. I've seen nobody else go left. That tells me I'm sitting on that right hand when they put that ball down.
Lux knocks down that 3. It makes it 21-12 as Wilchin, jumper, long, 2. Can't be trading 2s for 3s because 3 is more than 2. Right, Drew?
Depends on who you ask.
foul on the play. I believe Wilchin committed that foul possibly. It is. It's kind of like when you're in the weight room that 45 plus 45 equals 135. Ball looking to be inbound to Pick. Pick to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh between the circles, top of the key with a right hand. 5:49 left to go here in the second. Jays trail by 9, 23-14. Kick right to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh gets it down low to Holman. Holman kicks out to Pick. Pick for 3, no good. Rebound by Ryder. Ryder ahead to Nolan Teal. Nolan has somebody coming up from behind, kicks it right to Ryder, top of the key, gets it down low. Lehman, hard step out to Kramer, puts up the 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by Holman. Holman was just right there. Waldschmidt brings it up the floor, pushes left to Pick. Pick to Holman. Holman gets it down low, out to Pick. 17 on the shot clock. Waldschmidt left to Pick. 3, no good. Misses everything. I think the student section baited him into that one too, as Wilchin picks that one up. Wilchin between the circles, hands it off to, thought he was going to hand off to Nolan Teal. Instead, long 2, knocks it down. Gabe Wilchin with 7, and it's 21-16. Timeout. Timeout St. Mary's?
I believe so.
Timeout St. Mary's. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work, last, and make your life easier. Haul with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Jays, Hawks. Hawks lead this one 23-16, 4:41 left to go here in the second. As Harpenaugh hands it off to Waldschmidt in the backcourt. Waldschmidt will bring it up over the timeline. Pushes left to Lux. Poked away by Kramer. Lux with it now. Kicks left to Harpenaugh. Student section of the Jays comes alive. Holman, top of the key, 16 left. Backing down, puts up a jumper just in front of the free throw line. No good, but Lux able to put that one up and in. No Jay there to clean up the garbage. It's 25-16. Wilchin, 3, good.
He's gotten hot in a hurry.
Hoop must look as big as a hula hoop for him. Waldschmidt pushes right, stolen away by Gabe Wilchin. Gabe with a one-on-one, puts up the left hand, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball off of Holman.
That's 2 layups the Jays have missed now. Should be a 2-point game, but you got to convert those.
25-19, 3:45 left to go here in the first half. Lux passes it back to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh will bring it up over the timeline. Pushes left to Tettinger. Tettinger fake to Holman. Hands it off to Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt down low to Lux. Top of the key. 3. No good. Holman comes away with a rebound. Holman puts up the right hand. No good. Off of Carson Arns. And Waldschmidt, it went right off of Gabe's midsection. It's on the floor. And we're going to have a simultaneous possession. And
thought that one looked like it hurt when it hit Gabe, but Keaton Harpenaugh actually dove back in out of bounds on that ball. Nevertheless, jump ball. Change of possession.
Charter Teal with it now. Trevor on the left side of the paint. Gets a cutting Lehman, puts it up and in. Dane Lehman with his first 2 points, and it's 25-21 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Lux with it now. Lux gets it down low to Holman. Holman swiped away by Lehman, out of bounds. And that fires up the Jays bench.
Coach Rudin wanting, and I don't blame him. Swiped across, Colin looked like he might have been swiped across the wrist. The ref said it was clean.
Bounce pass into Lux. Harpinaugh gets it to Waldschmidt. Harpinaugh, top of the key. Now jumper down low, and he is fouled by Landon Ryder. Landon commits his second. It's 25-21, 2:45 left to go in the second. Harpinaugh will go to the line to shoot 2, and he is not on the board with any points yet. Puts up the first, off the side iron, no good. Gets ready for the second. Puts up the second, knocks it down for his first points of the ball game. It's 26-21, 2:43 left to go in the second. Trevor Teal brings it up over the timeline with a right hand, kicks it left to Nolan Teal. Nolan gets it down low. Dane Lehman, left side of the paint, cross court. Trevor Teal gets it to Carson Arns, back to Trevor Teal. Trevor to off of Arns' head, and St. Mary's comes away with a basketball. Waldschmidt driving in the paint, puts it up off the back iron, no good. Holman with the rebound, and Holman is fouled under the basket.
Well, he's been a one-man wrecking crew, that's for sure.
He is so big. Fouls on Nolan Teal. That's his first. It's the team's fourth here in the second quarter. 2:17 left to go in the second. Jays trail this one by 5 and now 6.
He's only 6'6", but he is so he just knows the game so well. Reads
the
where
Jays
the ball's going.
The Jays don't have anybody to guard him really.
He's the way he moves. He's just good.
Not size wise anyway. Nolan passes left to Trevor, back to Nolan near the top of the key, back to Trevor left. Trevor to Nolan. And Holman just put one hand up and palmed that pass, that cross-court pass. Waldschmidt, left corner, back to Holman. Holman guarded by Wilchin, steps around him, airballs it. It's going to be off the back of the backboard, which I don't think I've ever seen, out of bounds to the Jays. 27-21, 1:47 left to go in the second. The Teals in the backcourt. Trevor picks it up at about 90 feet. Kicks left to Nolan. Arns back to Nolan. Gabe Wilchin knocks it down.
He is not missing. He missed an easy layup. Other than that, he's not missing.
24-27. Jays trail this one by 3. Tettinger with it now. Thought he was going to hand it off to Holman. Instead, Harpinaugh in the corner. Harpinaugh. Tettinger. 3 good.
Big shot.
Carter Tettinger with 8, and it's 30-24. 1:07 left to go here in the second. Coach Brandon Checker will join us for the final time here this season. Kick left, Gabe Wilchin puts up a 3 of his own. That's got to be the first 3 he's missed today. Nolan Teal with a rebound from 10 feet, no good. Rebound, Holman. Holman ahead to Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt brings it ahead, kicks it into the corner. Now Holman thought about a 3, walked with the basketball with 45-3.
RSM went to a 2-3 zone this last time. Jays just got to take their time and pick that apart.
Lubin will be the inbounder, gets it into Nolan Teal, back to Lubin. 9-second shot clock to game clock. Nolan Teal into Wilchin. Wilchin dribbles back out, needs a little help, gets it down low. Lehman, Arns, 3, no good, off the top of the backboard, and Holman is fouled on the rebound. It'll be bonus time, and Holman will go to the line to shoot 2. Nolan Teal picks up his second. .34 Aiden Langle waiting to come into the ball game. Holman puts up the first, knocks it down. He's got 12. It's 31-24. Holman gets ready with the second. leading by 7 and now 8. 32, 24, 29 seconds as Lubin will bring it up the floor. And I think Coach Wilchin might be happy to play out for one at the end of the first. Wilchin with it now. Gabe, bounce pass to Lehman. Lehman out to Lubin with 12. Lubin, bounce pass to Gabe. Gabe gets a screen from one side, instead goes the other way, puts up a long 3 with 5 on the clock. Rebound, Lehman puts up the jumper, no good. And that's the way the first half will end. Jays trail this one 32 to 24. I don't believe there is a dance team presentation today, and if there is, we'll come back. We're going to take a timeout. Back.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym, joined by Coach Brandon Schecker. And Coach, I'm going to bring back a clip from last night that we can talk about, because what a way to end a ball game, especially.
Did something happen fun last night?
I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully this comes out right, because I'm seeing one thing and then I'm not seeing another. So let's see if we can go ahead and we'll run the clip. Nope, it's not going to play right. It's playing it sideways. But if you didn't see the end of the game last night, you did, obviously, because you were there.
I was there.
You
yes.
were there. Yes. Yep. You were there. But Larissa Poland, I'm not sure if you drew up the play for Larissa.
Absolutely. Yes. No.
But the bank was open at
and we made the deposit
at roughly 6:45 last night up in Paulina.
They opened it late.
And it was a good win. It was a good win. You know, you guys put up 40 points against a solid South O'Brien team and knocked them down.
Yeah, we played our right last night. We know that we're not going to go out and surprise many people, stuff along that lines. We know that we're a grinded-out team. We got to stay in games like that. And last night, that's exactly what it was. And I thought the girls had a lot of positives out of last night. We started off well. They made a little push. We started getting a little chaotic during that second quarter. But was able to come out and build up another lead in the third quarter, and then they brought it back in. And, those are games that we're going to be in, and those are games that are going to go back and forth, and those are the games that are fun, too, a little grinded-out game. And to at least be in that position is what we've been looking for, to have the ball in that position and then be able to get a shot off. That is exactly how I drew it up. It's not what I would say, because I did not draw it up that way. Actually, the girls, we talked about the out-of-bounds play and into our offense, and they actually did that just fine. They set that up, they ran it, and then they actually started running an offense. We actually didn't write up any new special play for that moment. I just wanted to feel a little bit more free, having Sammy and Rye on the bench. Some other girls need to step up, and LP did a great job of that. She, funny thing is, I was talking to Colbeck just the other day. It's like, you know what? Sometime this season, before the season's over, I want us to get off a last-second shot. Because if you watch us all season long, it seems like we hesitate. When I'm yelling down, like 5, 4, we're looking to pass it or something else. Most people want that ball in their hands. They want to shoot that up. And so we had that situation last night. I wanted to start a little bit quicker. They actually brought their zone out and covered us in the corner. We made a nice bounce pass back to LP, who was at the top of the key, and LP didn't hesitate, which was amazing. And that's, when she doesn't hesitate, she's got a beautiful shot. And you're right, Bank stayed open late for us last night. She knocked it down as the clock ran out. And
it was quite the high arcer, too.
Yes.
It had a high arc, and it hit that square just right.
And at that moment, I don't care what it looked like, as long as it went through.
It fell, and you had one more point than the other team, and that's all that mattered,
exactly.
Right?
So, yeah, fun game, grind it out, and to win it on a game a shot like that is always extra fun, extra special. For LP, but the entire team, So it was a good overall team win last night.
Tough game tonight, of course. Today, whatever we're in.
I've said that multiple times today.
I have the same angle the whole time. I see just the same solid white walls in this gym, and I don't know what the difference is, but it's a tough game. You're going up against the number 4 team in the state in Class 1A girls basketball, and they kind of showed why today.
They did. Great team. I was very proud of the effort the girls brought in that first quarter. I mean, we were shooting the ball. We weren't hesitating. We broke their press multiple times without any worry. So I felt really good after that first quarter. Only being down 2 at the quarter break. So I felt really good with that first quarter overall. And again, there wasn't much hesitation with the girls. The girls were staying under control. So I felt really good about things. And then they went off and we kind of held back. And, one of the big things is just the nice shot, Cutler. Nice shot.
It was almost, for those that don't know, that would have been for roughly $700.
Oh, nice.
The half-court shot. There was a $500 initial pot, and then it was a split pot week after week after week, where it kept building on that. So go ahead.
And that was Mr. Cutler Schmidt. I've taught him everything. No, I haven't. He had a nice shot there from half court, hit the backboard and just off the front of the rim. So what a nice shot, Cutler. They just started to take it off. And, that's what they do. They run and gun. They get up and down the court. And they don't go slow. They're fast. And we're not a fast team right now. We're a little bit more of a jog, slow type of mentality. And they were able to take it to us extra. So good team. I wish them the best of luck as they move forward, especially for Bunkers. Hopefully she can come back out. Hopefully the injury isn't too bad for her, and would like to see them fully healed and running strong when they get the opportunity.
You guys have a tough matchup on Monday night. Of course, that got moved from Tuesday to Monday because of wrestling at Hinton, and a strong Hinton squad, which you guys were right in the game at halftime when you played them here.
We did. We had a good first half against them, and then they took off second half. So I know we can play with these teams. We just got to put up 4 quarters of effort and great attitude, and maybe even put a smile on our face, enjoy it a little bit more as we continue, especially in these tougher games. But, yeah, tough game on Monday night, and then a couple games to finish off the season that hopefully we can maybe even squeak out another W or 2 yet.
There's still time.
Absolutely.
There's still time, and most everybody makes the playoffs, and with a one game season, anything's possible.
We've done it before. You never know.
Good luck, Coach. We appreciate you joining us for all these halftimes and imparting us with knowledge as I ask dumb questions.
Knowledge, thanks.
Appreciate it. That's Coach Brandon Checker. We'll be back after this. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions and FullerDigital.net.
Catholic in Lamars, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with EPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling here with you. In first half stats look like this. Keaton Arpanaugh had 1, Landon Waldschmidt with 9, Denon Lux with 9, Carter Tettinger had 8, and Colin Homan had 13. For the Jays, Jackson Kramer had 3, Nolan Teal with 6, Gabe Wilchin caught fire and had 13, and Dane Lehman had 2. Drew, it was an interesting first half. The Jays made a bit of a run. They brought it within 3 points there in the second quarter, but were not able to bring it any closer than that.
Yeah, the Jays are going to have to. They did start guarding St. Mary's a little bit differently, trying to force them left. Collins he's just a handful. It's going to have to be anytime he touches it. If he touches it inside the 3-point line, there's going to have to be double or triple team immediately. The key is you're going to want to leave the right guys. Some of these guys have been hitting the outside shots. Carter Tettinger has hit a couple. I think Danon, I don't know if I said that right or not, but he hit 1 or 2. So a couple guys are still knocking down the outside shots. You don't want to be leaving those guys if you don't have to. But I think you would live with some 3-point shots over Colin Holman going one-on-one down in the paint. I think your chances are a lot better. You let him take a couple threes.
Yeah, there's not a lot that the Jays can do about Holman, and every time he touches the ball, it's 2 or 3 Jays on top of him, and it leaves several Hawks wide open.
And on the Jay side, early in the game, the first few minutes, we took, I think, 3 or 4 3-pointers in our first 5 or 6 possessions. Since then, we started working the ball inside, not necessarily in the paint, but more of a mid-range, and that's kind of when we took off. Then Gabe got hot, and obviously that helps. But yeah, it's if Remsen comes out in the 2-3, it's going to be critical that they look to get that ball to the middle. Good things will happen if they can get it to the middle. But once you get to the middle, you're still going to have to deal with Colin down low. So it's not like you're going to get to the middle and have somebody try to go over top of Colin either. But it's going to have to be a pass to the middle and a quick shot, or a pass to the middle to a cutter on the baseline, or back out for 3. But get the ball to the middle, and that'll open things up.
We will take a 30-second timeout and be back with the second half. You're watching.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
I tried to schedule a scrimmage with the 5th grade. I told Troy.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, and Drew talking about some youth basketball scrimmaging. And as we get ready to start this second half, 32-24 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Jays need to shut down Holman, and St. Mary's needs to shut down Gabe Wilchin. Pick will start with the ball for St. Mary's to start this second half. As we've lost our shot clock here, I apologize for that. Waldschmidt goes up, shot no good, and Waldschmidt and Lehman get tied up, and I think we're going to have a double foul. They're going to call it on Waldschmidt. Those two got tied up behind the play here, Drew.
So he went down. I didn't see the whole thing. I did see Waldschmidt. They tangled legs, and they both went down. I don't know if it was as bad as the crowd reacted like something bad happened. I didn't see anything.
I stayed watching down here on this end, and they definitely had some tangled legs as Lehman picks up his first personal. We've lost our shot clock, so I apologize for that. We will do what we can to try to bring that to you instead of there being a image overlay here. As that three-point attempt is no good, picked up by Nolan Teal, and Nolan almost traveled with the basketball. Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by Ag State, and the bottom line brought to you by Schuster Trucking. Teal with it now. Cross court to Lubin, bounce pass to Ryder. Ryder guarded closely to Lubin near the top of the key, 17 on the shot clock, over to Wilchin. Wilchin stops, swatted at in the paint, 11 on the shot clock, gets it down low. Nolan Teal banging bodies, puts it up, no good, rebound, fought for, and it's going to be on Nolan Teal. That's going to be Nolan's third. It's going to be the second team foul of the third quarter. I'd say Nolan's third, right?
Yes, it was.
6:52 left to go here in the third. Harpenaugh kicks left to Lux. Lux, top of the key, Waldschmidt, Harpenaugh. You know what? St. Mary's has nice movement. Kicks it out to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh, free throw line to Waldschmidt. Jab step. Waldschmidt drives, swiped away by Wilchin. Wilchin over to Lubin, who kicks it ahead to Ryder. Three, no good. Rebound by Homan. Nobody there to pick up the rebound, and that seems to be the case a lot of times for the Jays tonight. Harpenaugh to Homan, near the top of the key, left to Pick. Pick asking for a screen, instead directs traffic, and you can pick your choice of three Jays on that foul.
I think they're going to get Landon Ryder.
It's on Ryder. That's his second, team's third. Ball looking to be inbounded. Had Pick for a second, instead gets out to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh drives in the paint, kicks it out. Lux, three, no good. Rebound is going to be off of Holman, out of bounds. Holman points to Lehman and say, hey, he touched it last, and the official says no. Ball inbounded to Lubin. Lubin, top of the key. Drives, puts up a jumper and in.
Nice little floater. I didn't see that one coming.
32-26. Jays have slightly narrowed the gap. Pick left to Lux. Now to Harpenaugh in that far corner. Harpenaugh brings it out to Pick. Having Pick and Homan on the floor is a lot of beef on the floor. Gets it down to Pick. Lehman covering. Harpenaugh with it now. Drives middle of the floor. Pick with it. Pick lowers his head, and Ryder able to draw the charge. It's the second team foul of the third quarter, and Pick will go out.
So far, Jay's doing a pretty good job keeping it out of Collins' hands.
Lubin, top of the key, passes left to Ryder, almost lost his feet, did Lubin. Wilchin with it now, bounce pass to Lehman, and we're going to have a foul under the hoop. I believe it's going to be on Lux.
After that chippy play down here on the baseline, they've started to call that a little tighter, making sure they're going to control this game.
A little bit.
Smart move by the refs.
You can't blame them. Lehman on the inbound. Lehman gets it up into Wilchin. 5:01 left to go. Jays trail 32-26. Kicks right. Lubin with it now near the corner. Wilchin, top of the key, shot fake, drives, puts up a floater off the backboard. No good. Rebound by Lux. Ahead to Harpenaugh, and we're going to have a foul on the backcourt. I believe that one was on Lehman. It is. That's his second. Team's fourth. We'll see Arns and Kramer come in. Easy way to control both of their minutes if you bring them both in at the same time. Waldschmidt will bring the ball up for St. Mary's. Over the timeline, passes right to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh to Holman, top of the key, passes left to Lux. Now Harper in the corner, far side. Lux near the top of the key, stops at the free throw line, passes out to Harpinaugh. Into the corner, Tettinger back to Harpinaugh. Lux down low, Holman spinning, triple teamed, and walked with the basketball.
A great adjustment by Coach Wilchin. He has no room to work down there. If he has to put the ball down, there's no room. He's going to have to catch and make one hard move to go up.
Nolan Teal kicks left to Lehman. Lehman, shot fake. Nolan Teal gets it over to Arns. Arns, baseline. Kicks it back out to Nolan. Nolan lost control and walked with the basketball. He was looking for the foul with the contact. Instead, a walk came about. Ball inbounded and kicked back to Harpinaugh. Harpinaugh will bring it up the floor. Up over the timeline. 3:54 left to go here in the third. It's 32-26 in favor of the Hawks. Over to Harpinaugh. Harpinaugh, top of the key, guarded by Jackson Kramer. Into the corner, Tettinger. Tipped by Lehman, out of bounds. It remains Jays basketball, or Hawks basketball rather.
Boy, it's hard to watch the ball. Just watching Colin kind of work the paint, and a lot of when he posts up is right after a screen, he buries his defender. And boy, you could record that and show younger kids on how to properly seal. He is great at it.
Clinic tape, huh? Lehman picks up the foul. It's going to be on the floor, but Lehman picks up his third. It'll send Lux to the line to shoot two. Lux puts up the first, off the front iron, no good. Nolan will go out, 34, Aiden Langle in. And Lux gets ready to put up the second. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Arns. Kramer will bring it up the floor. 3:31 left to go here in the third. Kramer, right side of the paint, puts up a floater. Count the basket and the foul for Jackson Kramer, who will try to finish the traditional three-point play. Brings the lead down to 4 for Remsen St. Mary's.
Boy, it looked like Carter Tettinger was going to be in perfect position to draw that charge. Jackson just contorted his body enough to squeak by, and then Carter had to kind of slide to get in front.
Kramer trying to not finish it off, and he does. Kramer now with 3, 29-32, and Remsen St. Mary's takes a timeout. It's a 30. We'll take it back with him. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions and Fuller Digital.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers U-Pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's U-Pick checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
It was foggy this morning and kind of icy too.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Jays, Hawks. Jays trail this one by 3. 3:24 left to go in the third. Hawks have not scored yet in this third quarter. As Waldschmidt will bring it up the floor for the Hawks. Over the timeline with a right hand. Hands it Tettinger back to Waldschmidt. Harpinaugh. Tettinger, corner, 3, and he is fouled by Kramer in the corner, and Tettinger will go to the line to shoot 3.
Just a silly foul. Closing out of control. Jackson got stuck under a screen by Colin and closed out late.
It's the second time.
Obvious foul, too.
It's the second time today that we've seen a 3-point foul. Tettinger sinks the first and the second. And it's 34-29. Tettinger puts up the third and knocks it down. May as well just let him take the shot.
He's knocked a couple down from the outside and looks pretty pure from the line.
35-29, Langle over to Kramer, gets it into Arns in the paint. Corner, 3, Wilchin, no good, fought for. And it's going to be Waldschmidt, who's quickly pushing pace. Down low, locks, that one blocked by Arns. Picked up by Harpenaugh. Holman with it out beyond the line. Tettinger to Waldschmidt. Gets it down low to Lux. Lux puts up the shot, no good, and the putback is good for Holman. I'm sorry, not Holman, Tettinger. 37-29, just like that. It's an 8-point ball game again. Tries to get it down low to Lehman. It's going to stay Jay's basketball.
That'll be overturned. It should be.
Call overturned. It will be Remsen St. Mary's basketball. Waldschmidt will bring up the floor for the Hawks. 37-29, 2:18 left to go in the third. Between the legs dribble, right hand. I just noticed the Hawks have the Jumpman uniforms. Harpenaugh with it beyond the three-point arc. Far side, gets it to Holman. Double team for just a second, out to Harpenaugh. Now Tettinger. Tettinger back to Harpenaugh, left of the key. Spinning, Holman, no good. Rebound by Arns. Arns ahead to Kramer. 1:50 left to go in the third. It's an 8-point ball game in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Corner, 3, Lehman, no good. Rebound, Harpenaugh.
Jay's starting to settle for some threes again.
And again, the no rebound off the shot. Tettinger in the paint, spinning, double team, puts up the shot, and Lehman picks up the fourth.
Looked like Carter was stuck and was pivoting, and two different Jays kind of reached for that ball, and he pivoted wide to the hoop, wide open.
Puts up the first. Rattles around and down for Tettinger. He has 14. It's 38-29. Holman goes out. Pick comes in. Both the Teals are back in. Ryder's going to come in.
I'm not sure if this is accurate or not. It said he only shot 4 free throws coming into the game, but he is 100%. If that's the key, he's still 100%.
Puts up the second and knocks it down. Goes Tettinger.
Did touch the rim on that time, though.
I don't think it matters as long as it falls through the cylinder. 10-point ball game now, 39-29. Nolan Teal, 3, no good. Rebound by Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt quickly ahead as he kind of tripped his way ahead. Waldschmidt yelled at by Rudin. Out to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh, top of the key, off of Tettinger, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will be Jay's basketball on the sideline. Nolan Teal will be the inbounder, inbounds it to Ryder. Ryder passes back left to Teal. Down low, Wilchin. Wilchin puts up a shot, stripped away, looking for the foul. No foul as Waldschmidt drives in the paint, and he drew the charge. Waldschmidt can't believe it. That's going to be Waldschmidt's second. But I can't tell. There's a couple of Jays in the paint that took the charge.
I think it ended up being Nolan Teal, but there was a couple guys there. I noticed Sam Schmillen, he's not playing today. I don't know if sick, injured. If he is injured, I hope it's not too bad. Very solid player. Another long, what is he, 6'7"? Plays more like a small forward, but good ball player. I thought for sure they were missing somebody, and I couldn't figure out who it was.
Shot from Langle is errant, and St. Mary's willing to settle for the final shot as Waldschmidt is fouled by Nolan Teal, a little foolishly because that's Nolan's fourth.
And they go to the line for 2.
Sends Waldschmidt to the line to shoot 2. Waldschmidt gets ready to put up the first, puts it up and knocks it down. He has 2. Remsen St. Mary's has scored the last 8 points, Drew.
Yeah, Jay's got within 3. Remsen took a timeout and came out. Obviously executed what coach needed him to do.
Waldschmidt with 25.7, getting ready to put the second. Does off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Lubin in the corner. Lubin able to get it over to Wilchin. Wilchin will bring it up the floor for the Jays as the Jays trail this one by 11, 40-29, 13 seconds left. Wilchin backing up, passing right to Lubin. Lubin over to Ryder. Ryder back to Lubin near the top of the key. Pass left Langle. Now Trevor Teal over to Wilchin in the corner. 2-1. Puts up the 3. No good. Rebound by Tettinger. And that's the way the third quarter ends. Jays trail by 11. We'll be back with the final quarter. You're watching Flow Digital Solutions and Flow Digital.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
When it's time to choose a bank, the choice is easy. Prime Bank is the bank for you.
With all the conveniences you want in a bank, including a mobile app and online account opening, Prime Bank also offers you pick checking with no monthly fees or minimum balances. And the best part is, you get paid for everyday banking transactions. That's right, Prime Bank's You Pick Checking. We pay you for your everyday checking account transactions.
Choose Prime Bank. It's the bank for you. Earn more your way with Prime Bank.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, Jays, and Hawks. Hawks in the lead by 11, 40-29, 8 minutes on the clock as we get ready for this fourth and final quarter. If the Jays lose this one, the Jays go 0 for 4 against the Hawks in basketball this season. Boys and girls, Ryder, 3, no good. Rebound, fought for in a scary situation here. And we are going to turn away from that here as pick is up, but Ryder is still down, grasping at his head. We'll take a timeout and we'll come back when we have more information. You're watching Flow Digital Solutions.
Catholic in Lamar's, Iowa instills respect and Christian values in a caring environment for students preschool through 12th grade. Teachers and staff go above and beyond to provide a high-quality education and are dedicated to student success. We are a community striving to live God's Word each day through academics, service opportunities, athletics, and so much more. Gehlen Catholic School, in partnership with Spalding Catholic School, all are welcome to experience excellence in education and leadership through Christ.
Sitzman Construction, Lamar's, general contractors you can trust with the job you need done, when you need it done. Call Jeremy at Sitzman Construction when you need a remodel or a complete build. And they work with DPS buildings. Jeremy takes the time to know what you need. Past clients say he's reliable, honest, fair-minded, and reasonably priced. Contact Jeremy at Sitzman Construction. Jeremy and his crew will satisfy all of your construction needs. 712-540-2731.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Pick got right up. Landon Ryder took a little bit, but he did end up getting up off the floor, holding his head right now. Is okay. Did get called for the foul as Holman put that one up and in. 42-29. Remsen St. Mary's pulling away, and it looks like a 2-3 zone is what they're facing, Drew.
You are correct.
And
that's the right idea right there, but a little too hot, a little too far in front.
Jays threw that one away.
If you get to that middle of that free throw line area, that back middle guy is going to have to come forward to play defense. That's going to leave a weak spot if there's a cutter that happens right away.
Harpernot cutting under the hoop, kicks out to Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt on the baseline, brings it back out. Teal behind him, and we've got a timeout by Remsen St. Mary's. And it will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 60 on Fuller.
Since the 1980s, Colbeck Incorporated has been a family-run business providing their customers with quality wood and feed grinding services throughout Northwest Iowa. Colbeck Incorporated knows that your time is valuable, and they pride themselves on getting the job done in a prompt and reliable fashion. Local cattle feeders have been relying on Colbeck Incorporated hay grinding for 30 years, and Brian and Kevin are proud of their partnerships they've built with their customers. Whether it's grinding, mulch, or hauling, call Colbeck Incorporated today and see what they can do for you.
AgriVision Equipment has you covered with a wide selection of John Deere tractors in the area. Our experts can help match you with the right equipment at the right price. Utilize one of our convenient pre-built packages or build and customize your own with our JD Buy online site. Need financing? No problem. Apply online in 5 minutes or less. Our team is ready to find the package for you. Don't settle for less. Shop in-store or online at agrivisionequipment.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, as Remsen St. Mary's controls this one 42-29 with 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Waldschmidt inbounding the basketball. Looks to get it in. Still looking. Finally gets it in to Tettinger. I'm sorry, to Lux. Harpinaugh, top of the key to Holman. Step. Lux, 3, top of the key. Rattles around and down. He now has 12. It's 45-29. That one's stolen away by Tettinger as Nolan was trying to get it to Lehman. Lux with it now. Tettinger, top of the key, passes left to Holman. Holman guarded by Wilchin. Lux spinning in the paint, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Aiden Langle with a rebound. Gabe Wilchin will bring it up the floor for the Jays. Wilchin passes right to Nolan Teal. Nolan back to Gabe, into the corner, Aiden Langle. Back out to Wilchin. Wilchin kicks right, back to Gabe. Gabe in the paint, puts it up off the front iron, no good. Arns with the rebound. Holman with the block, tried to throw it off of Arns, and no basket, but the foul is on Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt picks up his third, and it's the first of the second half, or the fourth quarter.
Could have seen that one be a charge, though.
Yeah.
It looked like he was sitting there quite a ways. The only thing we can't tell from our angles is he sliding, but now you can be moving as long as you're squared with the person on offense, and it looked pretty good from our end, but
we're about 100 feet away from the play.
That's the case. That's the truth.
That three from Lehman, no good. Rebound by Tettinger. Tettinger brings it up the floor, up over the timeline, and bounce pass to Harpinaugh. Harpinaugh, top of the key, kicks left. Tettinger, 3, no good. Rebound by Arns. Arns to Nolan Teal. Nolan Teal will bring it up the middle of the court. Nolan to Wilchin. Wilchin in the far corner to Arns. Arns to Nolan Teal. Nolan cutting. Wilchin, no good. Rebound by Waldschmidt. 45-29, 5:11 left to go here in the fourth. Between the legs dribble from Waldschmidt, far side of the court. Passes right to Tettinger, back to Waldschmidt, top of the key. Harpinaugh left. Tettinger, far corner. Now Holman. Holman feeds down low. Tettinger in the paint, and we're going to have a foul on the floor, and that's going to be on 34, Aiden Langle.
Well, you had him. He was in a bad position. He was kind of off balance, and Aiden went for the reach instead of just walling up.
Waldschmidt, the inbounder, gets it into Lux. Lux over to Holman. Holman down low, cutting Tettinger, and that one's good for Tettinger. Tettinger now with 17, and the Jays have not had an answer. They've not scored a point, and well, shoot, it's been at least a 15-0 run or so for St. Mary's, and that one's stolen away, and Waldschmidt with it now. Jays trail by 18. Waldschmidt kicks it right, Tettinger out to Harpinaugh. 4:15 left to go in the ball game. The Jays boys team has one more game, and that's going to be in February. It'll be a home game as that shot from Harpanaugh is no good. It's going to be a fight for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be St. Mary's basketball on the baseline. I didn't see an indication initially of whose ball it was. Tettinger out to Harpanaugh, back to Tettinger. I'm sorry, Waldschmidt. Waldschmidt with the cut and jumper and knock that down. Waldschmidt only with 4 points on the ball game, but it's 49-29 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's.
A lot of their inbounds plays for St. Mary's all kind of end the same way. Collins setting a few screens, and then he's going to bury his defender deep. They're looking to get it in, swing it once, and get it down back to him.
49-31, 3:31 left to go in the fourth. Harpanaugh crossed up Langle, and I think we walk with the basketball, and Justin Rudin knew it. Kramer to come in for Arns. 3:26 left to go in the game. Koenig comes into the ball game also. Nolan Teal brings it up over the timeline. Nolan with a right hand, dribbles left, stops at the free throw line, kicks it left to Langle. Langle cross to Jackson Kramer. Kramer near the top of the key, dribbling now left in the middle of the lane, and they're going to call Kramer with the charge. I thought it was a charge.
It looked like a charge to me as well.
Kramer picks up his second. It's the team's third of the fourth quarter.
Jackson tried to give a ball fake, trying to get that defender to move, and he wasn't going anywhere.
Pick will come into the ball game now, and Koenig comes out. Trevor Teal comes in for Langle. Harpanaugh will bring the ball up for the Hawks. Harpanaugh to Pick. Near the top of the key, almost stolen away, is by Kramer. Kramer drives, right side, layup and in. Kramer with 8, 33-49 in favor of the Hawks. 2:43 left to go in the ball game. Harpanaugh brings it up over the timeline, stops at the top of the key, bounces right, Tettinger. Tettinger looked to get it down low. Instead, that one's, yep, I thought so, off of Trevor Teal, out of bounds. Will be a St. Mary's sideline and inbounds in front of their bench. Homan comes into the ball game and Pick goes out. Waldschmidt will be the inbounder. Waldschmidt bounce pass in to Lux. Lux to Waldschmidt. Top of the key, Tettinger. Now Harpanaugh just in front of the logo. That one saved with 4 on the shot clock. Fadeaway, jumper, no good. Homan able to put it up and in at the buzzer.
What a pass.
51-33, 2:11 left to go in the fourth. Kramer to Teal, back to Kramer, beyond the arc. Teal, top of the key, left Kramer, corner, Lehman, back out to Kramer, and that one's stolen away, and Wilchin commits the foul.
A little bit of a frustration one.
A little bit of frustration by a couple of kids.
Gabe working in the middle of that 2-3, and there's no space.
Full timeout. Back after this, you're watching Fuller.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work. last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Matt Schilling, Drew Bickford, as the Jays trail this one 51-33, 155 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pick will be the inbounder. Inbounds to home or to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh will bring it up the floor. Passes right to Tettinger. Tettinger dribbles near top of the key. Step back three, no good. Rebound. It's going to be off of Zach Harpenaugh, and it will remain Hawks basketball. St. Mary's will pull all their starters but Pick and Harpenaugh. So Tyler Tritz is in the ball game. Brady Koenig's in the ball game. Harpenaugh receives the inbound. Pick with it now. Back to Harpenaugh. Over to Cade Tettinger. Harpenaugh, top of the key. Kicks left to... Sorry, my brain's a little melded here. Tries to get it down low. Pick at the top of the key. Harpenaugh with it now. Harpenaugh, long two, no good. Rebound. And that one's Knipe. Knipe kicks left. Trevor Teal, three, no good. Rebound by Koenig. Koenig hands it off to Harpenaugh. 1:02 left to go in the ball game. 51-33 in the fourth. Cade Tettinger passes it to Koenig. Koenig gets it down low. Harpenaugh. Pick wanted it for a corner three. Instead, kicks it back around. Tritz over to Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh with 10 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Pick just left of the top of the key. Three, no good. Rebound by Tritz. Picked up by Zach Harpenaugh, and Knipe will bring it up the floor. Knipe passes right to Harpenaugh, to Knipe. 24 Langle in the ball game. Owen Sievers. Now Zach Harpenaugh. Harpenaugh puts up a running floater, no good. Rebound by Pick. 13 seconds left, and all St. Mary's needs to do is bring it up over the timeline. 51-33 will be the final score. We'll be back after this to bring you final stats. You're watching Jays and Hawks on Fuller.
AgriVision Equipment and ExactEmerge planter technology is here to help you maximize your yield and efficiency, along with a proven 8 bushel per acre yield advantage because of the pinpoint accuracy of seed depth and placement. You can cover 50 acres per hour without compromising your stand. We know the risk of planting outside the optimal planting window, so don't let the weather control your bottom line. When you partner with AgriVision Equipment, you get access to the best service and technology support in the area. And visit any one of our 15 locations today to learn more about our large selection of new and used planters. AgriVision Equipment, focused on your future.
Reliance means being dependable. And when it comes to comfort in your home, you want Reliance from a place you can trust with a product you can count on. That's why Marcus Lumber stocks Reliance brand water heaters. Because with Reliance in the name, it's the brand you can trust. Marcus Lumber has been stocking and installing Reliance water heaters for decades. So choose the name you trust for your home. Choose Marcus Lumber and Reliance water heaters.
Welcome back to the Deb Campbell Memorial Gym. Jays drop both games 51-33 in the boys game. Stats look like this. Keaton Harpenaugh with 1. Landon Waldschmidt had 4. Danon Lukes had 12. Carter Tettinger with 17. And Colin Holman had 17 for the Jays. Dylan Lubin with 4. Jackson Kramer with 8. Nolan Teal had 6. Gabe Wilchin with 15. And Dane Lehman had 2. Drew, any thoughts on the ball game?
Both teams, Gabe Wilchin and Colin Holman, owned the first half. Both had 13. In the second half, both were slowed down. Obviously, part of the halftime talk. Colin only had 4 in the second half. Gabe had 2. The difference was Remsen St. Mary's had Carter Tettinger, who went for double digits in the second half. And Gehlen had nobody else come in and really put it together like Cutter Tenninger was. Jackson Kramer gave a few good minutes.
The minutes he played,
he played well tonight. But the Jays were held to 9 points in the second half, and the third and fourth quarter, 5 and 4, I think is what you said.
Yeah.
And that's not going to get it done. The 2-3 zone that Remsen went to really suffocated the Jays, and that was the ball game.
Difficult way to end the series this year. The Jays have one more, the boys do have one more home game. The girls are done with home games. The boys will come back for the final regular season game of the year later in February. So on behalf of Drew Bickford, I'm Matt Schilling saying so long. Thanks for tuning in. For Jays and Hawks, you've been watching Fuller Digital.